Hurts, slant, Brown, lunge, touchdown Philadelphia. A.J. Brown snatched it out of the air for the score. Checks wing, well hit ball, and there it goes. Number 300 for Ken Griffey Jr. One of the youngest ever in the major leagues to reach the 300 home run plateau. Bothered by Lou. Iverson. How about that? Steps over to Ron Lou. 7 straight points by Iverson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. It is baseball playoffs, the NLCS between the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Had to get things some set up, and then I started eating. I'm about to get the stream right up in just a second. But before we get started, salute to everybody in the chat. What is going on? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And I put the wrong stream on because it's showing the Yankees, and that's not the game that I want to check because right now they're trailing 5-0 to the Houston Astros. So the pitching matchup for this game is Mike Clevinger of the Padres going up against Bailey Falter of the Philadelphia Phillies. Excuse me. Phillies winner of 87 games in the regular season. Padres winners of 89 games in the regular season. Right now, Philly is winning the series 2-1. Padres looking to tie the series up. I don't know why I hear myself on the background. But anyway, as I was saying, getting back to what I was doing. Guys, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure those notifications are turned on, make sure you're sharing on social media platforms. Definitely appreciate that. And now, here we go. I believe this game is on Fox Sports for those trying to look for the game. So I'm going to raise up the volume. Here is the starting lineup for the San Diego Padres. We got Jurickson Profar batting leadoff, Juan Soto right fielder batting second, Manny Machado batting third, Josh Bell the DH batting fourth, or is that Jake Bell? Jake Cronenworth batting fifth, Brandon Drury the first baseman batting sixth, Hyo-Sung Kim batting seventh, the shortstop, Trent Grisham the center fielder batting eighth, and Austin Nola the catcher is batting ninth for the Padres. So we got Ken Rosenthal and Tom Bertucci on the sideline for both teams.
It plays like a tricky 93. After that, the Phillies want arms on Machado. His last hit on a pitch 96 or above.
Excuse me, sorry. Was a little under the weather coming into this, man, but NLCS action. Let's get it. All right, they're giving the starting lineup for the Padres. Salute to Padres fans and salute to Phillies fans everywhere watching this series. You're probably asking, Louis, why aren't you doing your Yankees? My Yankees are trailing 5-0 to the Astros. Continue to hit that like button, folks. Here's Bailey Falter, left-hander for the Phillies. 25-year-old left-hander, second season. From the 21st to the 30th, 6-1 record in 8 starts, 3.07 ERA, opponent average of 240, 37 strikeouts, and 6 walks. He took over when Zach Wheeler was out, who I can't believe the Mets let go. That was such a mistake by the Mets. Probably would have been in the division series if they didn't let Zach Wheeler go. All right, man. Start. Here we go.
And knowing that you're only going to get one chance, you better score early because it's going to be a bullpen game. So can he throw enough strikes?
That's John Smoltz for those who are trying to hear the game. That's him. Obviously, I do this, guys, for people who are not able to watch the game live or they're not able to watch it on their TVs. Always try to make sure that I give the opportunity for you guys to hear the game and hear the call. Here we go. We're ready. Here's the windup and the pitch by Falter, and it is going to be called with a strike on the 92-mile-an-hour fastball for strike one, and we are underway.
But it is pretty straight, so therefore he has to stay away from the middle of the zone, and he has to pitch to the corners.
And so far, Falter did pitch to the corner on that pitch. All right, here's the windup and the pitch by Falter. Looking strike two inside corner, 0-2. Phillies crowd electric, looking to go up 3-1 on the Padres. Here we go, 0-2 count. Here's the windup in the pitch, and it's going to be fouled off by Jerickson Profar, so it's still 0-2.
He likes to pitch up, and he's good up in the zone, but he cannot miss down, and that's the small window of success. He's trying to go up and throws it actually right down the middle, and Profar, I don't know.
Just adjust this right here. All right, quick 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2 by Falter. Down low, so 1-2. Ball.
As this season has gone on. And in this latest call-up, the league's hitting just 139 against his breaking stuff. Fifth-round draft pick in 2015 at a high school in California. Reached the majors last year in the bullpen.
All right, here's the 1-2 by Falter, and it's going to be grounded foul down the third baseline. Foul.
And you would see in the time off, you're going to.
Oh, man, please don't tell me.
That one right there didn't have the late depth.
Thank God that didn't
That's
freeze.
the difference between in rhythm every 5 days and having some time off. He knows he's probably only got 3 innings to make the best quality pitches he can against this lineup.
Profar hitting 250 in the postseason. Here's the pitch by Falter on the 1-2, and it's going to be popped up. Second base side. Segura makes the play for the first out of the inning, 1 away. Here are the umpires. Adam Hamari at home plate, Doug Eddings at first base, Todd Tchener at second, Brian Knight at third, Lance Barrett at left, Ted Barrett at right. For those who don't know, you always go with 6 umpires during the postseason.
I haven't seen him on first at bats swing too often on the first pitch.
Here is Juan Soto, 231 in the postseason. He's 2 for 11 with a double RBI and 2 runs in this series. 4 RBIs, OPS of 584, no home runs.
See if he kind of gets out of his game plan early against Falter.
And the pitch. First pitch, swing, fielded. Nice play. Falter covering first base, steps on it for the second out of the inning, 2 away.
Yeah, and you know, again, whoever faces the most batters in this game should have the advantage, meaning that means their pitcher exceeded what the goal for this night is. And the goal really is 11 max batters in theory.
All right, here is Manny Machado.
This is going to be a battle of the hair.
And it may be like 4 dudes with a lot of hair.
Yeah. Clevenger.
Homeboy looks like the rated R superstar. I ain't gonna lie. Looks like it.
John and I would make it 5 if we see him.
It's a lot of hair, Joe. A lot of hair. You know me. I could speak big hair and a lot of hair.
All right, Machado batting third for the Padres. Here's the windup by Falter and the pitch. Machado, first pitch, hits it deep and gone. Manny Machado on the first pitch he sees go deep. And the San Diego Padres take a 1-0 lead. His 4th postseason home run of this postseason, and the Padres strike first. They lead 1-0 on a home run by Manny Machado. That home run was 379 feet on distance. Exit velocity on the pitch, 100 miles an hour off that swing.
So if he doesn't get it in the perfect spot, the hitters have a chance to be successful early. He knew it. Schwarber knew it, even though he deked us. Looked like he was going to catch that.
That's right, Schwarber is playing left field.
So Machado with his second home run.
Huge home run right there by Manny Machado. Padres strike first. Big time home run. And the pitch to Josh Bell. And the ball is low by Falter, so that's ball 1.
Strikes out Josh Bell is 4 for 5 with 2 home runs of his own against Bailey Falter.
That's probably in his career, 4 for 5. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike on the inside corner. Strike 1.
Bell finds himself number 1 in the lineup, number 2 in the cleanup spot. Get a quick look at Falter.
This is the first run that the Phillies have allowed in the postseason to start the game. So up to this point, the Phillies have never allowed a run to start. So definitely different. And the pitch. And that's going to be hit foul once. And the count is now 1-2.
It's 1-2. New one of those. A promising start for the Padres. They've gone up and down through this postseason offensively. Shutout in the first game of this series. All they would respond with 8 runs in game 2.
Oh, we got a 1-2 count, top of the first, 2 outs.
And you saw Juan Soto go stand a man in the shower. That fastball is just down the short.
Well, and I thought this game plan would be pretty simple for the Padres. Take the crowd out of it early, get on the fast
crowd on their feet
as possible, because you won't see it. You know, most of these hitters aren't going to see it again, and they certainly did that with 2 outs.
Here's the pitch, and that ball is upstairs. Count is now 2-2.
Game 6, Nola. It's got to happen now.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've responded. That's been their kind of MO this postseason.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be fouled away, still 2-2.
This will be the shortest game that the Padres play as far as get the lead after 4, and you're going to see some heavy.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Back to San Diego. So the closer it is, the tougher it is on Bob Melvin.
All right, here's the 2-2 by Falter. And breaking ball is going to be hit into left field for a base hit by Josh Bell. 2-out base hit. Second hit of the game for the Padres. Back-to-back 2-out hits as we got a runner on first with 2 outs.
Again, this ball just rolling in the zone. There's no depth to it to fool the hitter. And
no, that ball was right there in the zone, so nice piece of hitting by Bell.
Cronenworth, that would be, again, same thing as Soto. Cronenworth's one of those guys, takes more pitches than just about everybody, and he's going to have to find a way to change.
All right, who's the next hitter? That's going to be Jay Cronenworth, 250, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 593 OPS. Fifth hitter to come up for the Padres. And the pitch by Falter. Strike on the outside corner, low and outside for strike 1.
He was over 13 in New York in the wild card round.
So the Padres struck first. 1 run, 2 hits so far. Cronenworth trying to add more. Here's the pitch. Lays off. Ball 1.
Does in the first pitch, and basically he takes a lot of pitches. But if he was going up there to swing first pitch, he's looking in a coffee can of middle to middle end. He's letting everything away go because there's no value in him trying to attack that pitch. Now,
once again, I apologize for being late, ladies and gentlemen.
He could hit the other way and put it in play, especially if they go up with a fastball.
Going away with this 1-1.
1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fans on their feet. Runner on first. 2 outs. 1-2 count. Falter trying to get out of this inning from further damage. Has thrown 17 pitches in this start to start this first inning. And the 1-2. Fouled away.
Well, I can appreciate giving up a home run in your first postseason game.
He made it a couple batters longer than you.
Yeah, I did it to the leadoff hitter. So there's a little bit.
All right, so that's fouled off. Still 1-2.
I was going to go longer in theory. He knows he's not going to go as long as it takes, so you try to be perfect early. And it shocks your system a little bit. You know, you're like, oh, shoot. First game, first batter. In this case, it was 2 outs, solo.
All right, here we go once again.
And he'll try to bounce back the same way you did, winning that game.
Here's the 1-2. Ball. 2-2.
Whatever the same idea of trying to settle it after the early homer. So 15 minutes before the game, you're in the training room, New Jersey.
I either didn't remember or wasn't communicated. They changed the time of what I was accustomed to. So I'm sitting on the training room table, the phone rings, and the trainer goes, yeah, it's right here. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, game's starting in 15 minutes. Get out there, kid.
All right. Here's the 1-2-2. Ball. 3-2.
Buckling my pants, talking to myself like the game will be ready when I say it's ready. Like I'm going to control the time frame.
Yeah.
12 minutes. I warmed up, got in the field, first batter, boom.
Orlando Merced.
Talk about waking up.
We got Brandon Drury on deck.
Going 6 1/3, 3 runs. The next start for you, Game 7, 8-game shutout. The Braves to the World Series.
Phillies and Bailey Falter trying to get out of this inning. Bell's going. Here's the pitch and fouled off. So we're going to do it again.
Game 7 started.
Yes, you did.
No hiccups.
John, the game's not for 5 hours. Why are you in a full uniform?
Wow. Falter at 21 pitches. And I mean, if you're the Padres, you have to come out and strike first. Try to get this Phillies crowd out of the ball game to start. Here's the 3-2 full count and another foul ball by Cronenworth. He's battling right now. He is battling.
Yeah, I would say because a power guy can.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. I'm going to be doing the Seattle Seahawks against the Los Angeles Chargers at 4:15. So make sure you be there before that. I will be there at 4:15 doing the game. And on Monday, I'm going to be doing the Orlando Magic against the New York Knicks. Going to be doing it with Notorious G Money Hoops. So if you are a basketball fan, make sure you guys pull up for that. And obviously, if you're a football fan, pull up Chargers and Seahawks. 3-2 is going to be a ball, a wave, and that's ball 4. This is the third straight bait. This is the third straight hitter that's gotten on base for the Padres. That's now going to bring up Brandon Drury on deck.
And so typically you work pitches, work counts, make him get it as much. Not tonight. Tonight, the first pitch you see that's hittable, you should be ready to go.
The Padres are doing a really good job of laying off of his pitches away. And now, so we got Brogdon warming up in the bullpen, right-hand pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. Padres already threatening early. Machado with a 2-out home run on the first pitch he saw. They gave the Padres a 1-0 lead. And right now we got Josh Bell and Jake Cronenworth on base.
They're hoping that it can be similar to their bullpen game in Game 4 of the division series. Syndergaard went 3. 5 relievers finished.
So now that Cronenworth is on base, I have to see here. Padres looking to add more. Defense for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber at left. Brandon Marsh at center. Nick Castellanos at right field. So that field's the outfield defense. Infield defense. Alec Baum, Bryson Stott, Gene Segura, and Rice Hoskins. And JT Realmuto at the plate. And Bailey Falter doing the pitching.
Two Phillies hitters led to the 2 Padres runs. Well, one of the best non-fastball hitting guys in their lineup right now, Drury.
Here's the pitch. Drury takes a fastball into the gap, going right center field, and Castellanos can't get it, and it hits off the wall. Josh Bell is going to score. Here comes Cronenworth. He's going to score. It's a 2-out, 2-run double by Brandon Drury, and the Padres take a 3-0 lead. And again, Manny Machado and Brandon Drury do damage on the first pitch they see. And if it looks hittable, you hit the pitch, as John Small said, and that's exactly what both Brandon Drury and Manny Machado have done. And now the Padres now take themselves and have a 3-0 lead.
But this is exactly what the Padres were hoping for.
And you fear this if you're the Phillies.
That's going to be it. That's going to be a quick shot to the system start for the young left-hander.
And now Bailey Falter is now out of the game, so they're going to take him out. 3 first-inning runs, and that's it.
Bailey Falter's first postseason game lasts less than 1 inning.
And unfortunately, he's getting some boos. It's unfortunate. To be a young left-hander in a big-time stage in that position to, you're trying to get that start, to really give the Phillies a chance to go up 3-1. And now the Padres, they come out like gangbusters with 2 outs because he got the first 2 outs easy. Threw a fastball down the middle. Manny Machado takes him deep. Manny really didn't hit it like all that well, but he hit it well enough that you knew that it was gone. After that, then Josh Bell gets himself a 2-out hits a breaking ball going into left field. Jay Cronenworth draws a walk. And then on top of that, then Brandon Drury comes in and then knocks down 2 with a 2-out double. So 3 runs with 2 outs. That's deflating, if you're a baseball team. It's deflating because you're 1 out away from having an easy 1-2-3 inning. Next thing you know, you're out of the game and you only pitch 2/3 of an inning. Sucks. Excuse me. My apologies, guys. We should be back in just a bit. I don't know why the stream just cut off in the. Let me see if I can find another one. Let's go here. Is it gonna work? Let's check. Let's check. There. All right. So I was able to find another one. So once again, guys, if you haven't, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe. We are watching Phillies and Padres here in Game 4. We got the game audio on deck. I will always play it when the commercials come back. Salute to people who are watching right now. We have no likes right now, but we got 8 people watching in the chat. Come on, let's get the likes up. Come on, let's get the views up. This is definitely big right here. So we're trying to see if the Padres can tie this baby, which they are more than capable of doing right now. Right now, bottom of the 8th inning. Right now, the Yankees still scoreless right now. They have a runner on base, no outs, but they're down 5-0 still to the Astros. Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to live action.
Series with a 2-run double already into the Phillies bullpen. It's Connor Brogdon pouring in a strike to Ha-Seong Kim. The plan was for Brogdon.
Here is Connor Brogdon. He is in.
It's on for the first.
Yeah, you wonder if he'll pitch
2 1/3 innings, 2 earned runs, a lot in the postseason so far. And the pitch. That's a ball.
It could be a better start for Bob Melvin and how he wants to view this game.
Here is Ha-Seong Kim.
Starter in his possession, but he won't. I don't think he'll even go very long. It may be 3 or 4 innings for Clevenger in a perfect world.
Hoping for a much better outing from him than they got in the division.
All right, here's the pitch. That's a ball. 2-1.
2 strikes on Kim.
Oh, they called the strike? Oh,
Brogdon pitched in
sorry,
game
count is 1 and
2.
2.
Had a 1-2-3 inning. Pounded his zone after he struggled early on in this postseason.
Ha-Seong Kim, 167 average, 2 RBIs, 518 OPS. Hasn't got a hit in this series.
His 1-2 to Kim.
Kim hits it in the left center field for a base hit. Brandon Drury scores. It's an RBI single, 2-out single by Ha-Seong Kim, and the Padres take a 4-0 lead.
Nothing for this offense. Throughout this postseason.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this pitch selection. I know the changeup's a great pitch for Brogdon, but he threw 2 fastballs and he didn't even flinch, Kim. But he threw a changeup.
And that responsibility is of Bailey Falter, so that's 4 runs he's allowed.
And that changeup right there resulted in the 4 runs. And
that changeup had enough plate.
The widest it has ever been here in the top of the first.
And the Padres start with 4 to start.
This is the 4th 4-run inning for the postseason for the Padres. Phillies have 3. The rest of the majors have 4. Trent Grisham.
So Trent Grisham at the plate. Shout out to Ryan in the building. Make sure to hit the like, Ryan. Definitely appreciate you. How does it feel to be back in postseason baseball? It feels good. It feels real good.
More than I can remember in the postseason. At this level, when you get here, finishing an inning has never been more important.
And the pitch. And it's going to be fouled off.
And we saw the Padres do it when
there's a lot of foul territory on that left, on that third base side, left field side, but it's going to be foul.
And then when his brother got the hit,
so that'll be strike 1.
They just couldn't get that final out in a game that easily could have gone to Philadelphia, flipped the series, and now here we are with the same scenario. San Diego trying to guarantee to get home.
Oh, I thought that was Bryce Harper they were showing, but that's not him.
They don't wait around this time. They fell in a 4-0 hole in that bounce back game in game 2. We're scoring.
Here's Brogdon on the 0-1. Fouled off, strike 2.
The ball's 2 strikes on Grisham.
But this is what you do. Loudest crowd in baseball right now in the postseason. I mean, San Diego's probably close to 2 hungriest cities.
Close.
When you think about their teams not having.
Ryan wants to know, how do the MLB playoffs go? This is how they go. The way they go is this.
Phillies here for the first time since.
Yes, this is the National League Championship Series. This is a best of 7.
Padres for the first time since 19.
The wild card round, best of 3. Swing and a miss, and Brogdon gets the strikeout to end the top of the first. But the Padres strike. They get 4 runs on 4 hits.
4 consecutive 2-out base runners after that.
Bailey Falter out of the game. The Padres lead 4-0, and the Philadelphia Phillies are coming over to bat. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. Salute to G Money. What is going on? Oh, G Money, I have to quickly ask you. Do you want? I am going to be doing the Magic against the Knicks on Monday. Are you down to do Magic against Knicks? And I'm supposed to be getting a new router tomorrow so that hopefully the internet does not cut off, because actually my router has been cutting off this entire week. Excuse me. So for those who don't know, and for those who are just tuning in, if you're a San Diego fan, you have to be excited. Padres put up a 4 spot in the first inning off of Bailey Falter, and right now they are up 4-0 as the Phillies are coming up to bat. So let me just check real quick. Wait, tomorrow? I thought it was Monday. Oh, I might have got – okay, my bad. I got that wrong then. All right, let me see what game is on Monday, then I'll ask you. Yeah, that's my fault. Luka against Durant. Oh, John Morant. Yeah, Grizzlies and Mavericks should be a good one. It's funny because I actually was thinking about doing that game. That was the game that I actually wanted to do, but I said I haven't done baseball, so let me just do baseball playoffs instead. All right, let's get to the Padres Gamecast. Mike Clevenger on the mound. Here is the starting lineup for your Philadelphia Phillies fans. Salute. Kyle Schwarber, left fielder, batting leadoff. Rhys Hoskins, the first baseman, batting second. JT Realmuto, the catcher, batting third. Bryce Harper's batting fourth as a DH. Nick Castellanos, the right fielder, batting fifth. Alec Baum, the third baseman, batting sixth. We got Bryson Stott, the shortstop, batting seventh. John Segura, the catcher, is batting eighth. And Brandon Marsh, the center fielder, is batting ninth for the Phillies. All right. Suns Clippers, I think, is Monday. Yeah, but I'm not staying up that late. That game is at 10. I'm going to be doing one of the earlier games. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do
starting pitching. They have quick thunder at the top, but they're really going to need that 5 and 6 spot.
Here is Mike Clevenger, 23 games, 22 games started, 7-7 record, 4.33 ERA, 114 innings, 35 walks, 91 strikeouts. He allowed 20 home runs, which is kind of a lot, but opponents only hit 233 against him. He's got a 4-seam fastball. He throws 36% of the time. Pretty even on all his other pitches. A lot of movement on his slider. Who do the Cavaliers play on Monday? Do they play on Monday? I would do a Cavaliers game as long as they play early. Clevenger gets the first strike and then he throws another strike slider right down the middle for strike 2.
Well, he throws strikes. Even if he's rusty, he's had a high percentage of strike throwing. He's going to rely on that curveball slider. He's got his fastball. You can see that he works 2 ways. He got the movement with the pitch up in the zone.
Clevenger quickly on the 0-2 on Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch. Schwarber laces it into left field for a base hit, beating the shift, and he gets on. And here's the thing with Clevenger. I don't think he's going to pitch long because he's also known to give up runs early. So hopefully for the Padres, they can get through without really allowing any runs. At the most, they allow 1 run. That was in the strike zone, even though he hit it off the end of the bat. But good hitting, though, anyway, knowing the shift was on, taking it the other way. Smart hitting by Kyle Schwarber, and he's on. So now you know the Phillies got to get back into the game. Here's Rhys Hoskins. He's only hitting 135 in this postseason. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Runner on first. Here's Clevenger. Throws a fastball down the middle, strike 1. Fouled away.
He has the biggest home run of his career, and it's like, okay, he's back. He's gotten past that. Well, he's 1 for 11 in this series. Struck out all 3 times last night. He had an error last night. Yeah,
Cavs and Celtics on Friday? Oh, but that's Friday. I need to know about Monday. I'll tune in on Friday. Here's a pitch by Clevenger inside. Did the umpire call a strike? No, ball. Okay. So the count is now 1-1.
But it's how the outcome comes that makes you feel like, how did I just do that? One of the easiest plays in the world, and he makes that 99 out of 100 times. You feel a little bit embarrassed, and you want to make up for that as fast as
Here's a pitch. Way inside, 2-1. You know, I kind of wish that this thing would be at least a little teeny bit louder so that I'd be able to hear it, the audio better.
That's a hard recipe for success.
I think I'm going to have to give myself a little sound system. Clevenger throws on the outside corner for strike 2. Shout out to Nets post-game salute. Guys, make sure to hit that like. Yep, the Grizz and the Mavs should be a good one. What just happened? What happened to the volume? Okay, that can't be good. Here's a pitch by Clevenger. That's off the plate. And it's well, at least they admit that they lost the sound. All right. We have a 3-2 count. JT Realmuto, the catcher, is on deck. No outs. Here's the 3-2. That one's hit deep to left field. Going back, looking up. See ya. A 2-run home run. A 2-run home run. The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins, goes deep, and it is a 4-2 game. Just like that, the Phillies cut the lead in half. And nobody out for the Phillies. Big time home run, and the Phillies needed that. And it's too bad that you guys could not hear the sound of how loud the ballpark was because the sound got cut off, and it's unfortunate. It was such a beautiful sound. I'm going to see if I can get it on another stream. No, this one is showing the Astros and the Yankees. I don't want that one. Let's see if this one will work. Big time home run. Nets Grizzlies Monday night. What time? I would do that game. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. I think if Clevenger doesn't get this hitter, he's probably going to be out of the game. JT hitting 200. Here's the pitch by Clevenger on the 1-0, and that's 2-0. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Nets play the Bucks on Wednesday. This is a little bit dangerous if you're a Padres fan. You strike first, you're still up 2, but Clevenger just gave 2 runs back. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be ball 3-0. What if you're a manager? If you're the manager of the Padres, what do you do? Because Clevenger's got nobody out. And the pitch. Wow, 4-pitch walk. Wow. I think Clevenger's gone. I'd be shocked if the manager keeps him in the game right now because he hasn't gotten anybody out. There's still no outs right now in this bottom of the first. Wow, they do this now? I definitely concur with that, Reese. I definitely concur with that. It's all about winning in the postseason, and I've said it many times. It's not about who's the best team. It's who's playing best at this time of the year. It's always been like that.
We knew we were going to have to hit a little bit today, but with the crowd playing at home, we knew that we had a long way to go. Thank you very much. Joe, back to you.
It's like now you know that you can't depend on Mike Clevenger now because
Yeah, and this is a tough situation for Clevenger because his breaking ball is so important. He's going to need it here against an aggressive Harper. He can't afford to pump a fastball.
bottom of the first inning right now. We got Martinez warming up in the bullpen for the Padres. Snap throw to first. All right, so we got it buffering right now. Let's see if I can get this back because this is going to be.
A couple pitches with his off speed for strikes. That's kind of his money maker.
All right, so we got a 1-0 count to Bryce Harper, who's at the plate right now.
You're trying to miss bats when you got sluggers like Harper at the plate, and you're going to need that pitch to hit.
He's hitting 400 this postseason, John. He's got 4 home runs.
Bryce Harper having a good postseason. He's been kind of quiet. I haven't really heard much from Bryce Harper, so it's kind of good that you don't really hear as much. Snap throw to first. Nets Grizz at 8 o'clock. All right, I could do that game Monday.
What that throwover is doing, not to mention they want to keep JT close. They want to give their reliever more time. This is a stall factor. And you're seeing some throwovers just to give the bullpen some more time in case he can't.
All right, so Martinez warming up in the bullpen. 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0. Bryce hits it to right center field. It's going to be a base hit, and it goes off the wall. Here comes Realmuto. He's going to score all the way from first. It is an RBI double by Bryce Harper, and it's a 4-3 game. Phillies right back in it. Nets post-game show. Do you believe Giannis owns KD? I believe so. I'll say he owned him in 2021, but that's all I could really give him right now. If they meet again, and Giannis gets him in the postseason, then I'll officially say he owns KD. To officially own somebody, you got to do it more than once. So Bryce Harper continues to add to his average in the postseason with a big double, and there's still no outs. He can't wait around. You got to take Clevenger out. I mean, he allowed 3 runs, 3 hits, no outs yet. And you got a runner in scoring position yet again. So this is already telling you that this isn't looking good already. It is crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, we're taking a commercial break. It is the bottom of the first inning right now. The Phillies have no outs, and the Padres scored 4 runs in the first inning on 4 hits. Manny Machado hit a home run. But the problem is, bottom of the first, Rhys Hoskins hits a 2-run shot, and Bryce Harper hit an RBI double to cut the game to 1. That's the story right now here in this first inning. So this pretty much might mean that this is probably going to be an offensive game today. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't look at the regular season as owning somebody. I'm gonna be honest. The playoffs are what matter more to me. That's what I think. I think it matters more in the postseason. We look into regular season records way too much. I look at the playoffs. I'll say Giannis owns KD if he beats him again in the playoffs. People have used the LeBron owns Kobe 16-6, but it's like they never met in the postseason. That's just regular season matchups. It doesn't really mean much to me. Shout out to Pedro Walker in the building. What up, yo? Sorry about your Braves, man. You guys came back after trailing in the division by the Mets. You know, you win the division, but then you guys lost in the division series to the Phillies. I'm sorry about that. I thought Atlanta was going to have a chance to repeat. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So sorry about that. There is next year, though. Guys, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to share the stream. Yeah, like I said, if Giannis gets KD again in the postseason, I'll officially say he owns KD. I'll officially say it. I just feel like regular season records, too many guys who get all fanboyish. They look too much into it. But like I said, I always feel like, because remember, regular season, you make your name. Playoffs, you make your fame. I've always looked at it that way. All right, guys, we're back. We are back. Bryce Harper is hype. So your superstars, Bryce Harper coming through with an RBI double. Manny Machado leading the game off with a home run. That's what the postseason is all about. Here's Nick Martinez, 8 innings in this postseason, 6 appearances, 1.13 ERA, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts in this series. He has 3 innings pitched, no runs, 5 strikeouts.
Martinez, a key piece in this bullpen that's been the Padres' most consistent strength this postseason.
I think LeBron is a better player than Kobe, but like I said, owning Kobe, nah, I would say playoffs with Bronze.
Martinez pitched in both games in San Diego. 3 scoreless.
That's more realistic.
And it's a good thing both these teams were set up pretty well for this.
Here is Nick Castellanos.
It's going to be an even longer journey for those bullpens than they had planned.
Nick Martinez on the mound. No outs. And the pitch. Ball.
They were hoping, meaning the managers, can I get 9 outs out of my starters? So that's combined 18 they were looking for. They got 10 batters between the two of them. I'd say that's well short of what the goal was, and that's why you never know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the pitch. Strike, 1-1, swing and a miss.
9 additional outs of coverage. The Phillies 7 additional outs of coverage. And his 4th game, the Phillies leading 2-1.
The mindset's so interesting depending on who's on the mound.
Padres lead 4-3.
What you have to do. If your stud's on the mound, you're like, we just need 2 or 3. But you got chaos on
1-1
today. You got to.
Here's the 1-1 to Castellanos. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Strike 2.
I could watch this guy pitch all day. He's just so smooth, and that ball just drops in there.
And the count is now 1-2.
Kind of like a screwball changeup. See the rotation? It goes down, never gets there. But then he can change the eye levels.
Yeah, that does look like a changeup.
Combination.
Here's the 1-2.
Castellanos, who doubled and scored in yesterday's game.
1 on second. Here's the pitch. And fouled away.
I almost think with a guy like this, you got to think to right field. Because if you're thinking to right field, you'll stay on the changeup. You'll fight off the fastball. You'll hit the curveball. But if you're a little bit mechanically out of sorts, you're going to get out in front of everything, and it's going to be hard to stay back. That's what he's working on. Easier said than done. You got a whole season to work that out. You don't want to work that out in the postseason.
Right.
And that's what Nick's going through it.
During the regular season against changeups, Castellanos had the lowest average in the majors.
Here's the pitch by Martinez. And the pitch. Jams him on the hands. Kim fielding. And gets Castellanos out. Bryce Harper advances to third, and that's the first out of the inning.
And you give the fastball. It'll beat you, but you can put it in play. And in that put-in-play situation now, the time runs at third less than 1 out. If you're still trying to drive the ball with 2 strikes, you're going to swing it.
So 1 away.
So it's productive out for Castellanos.
Oh, check out these 2 stars. Machado and Harper at third base talking to each other. In this first inning alone, hitters are 7-for-11, 7 runs scored, 2 home runs, 4 extra base hits, 2 RBIs. 4 pitchers have been used already. Just in this entire first inning. I wonder what that conversation was about between Machado and Harper. Here's Alec Bohm, the third baseman. And the pitch, inside, ball one. Ryan says Gordon Hayward wants to go to the Lakers. Why would the Lakers take Gordon Hayward? A player who's constantly injured and makes his contract may be less, but makes a lot of money. I mean, sorry. His contract may not be as big, but he's another player that gets injury prone. Why would the Lakers want to take that? Makes no damn sense. Here's the 1-0. Count is now even at 1-1. And once
process, right? Speed up in, slow down with the
thank you
ball or change up to try and entice a ground ball with the infield.
Even if the Phillies don't tie the game in this inning, at least they are within striking distance. They're only 1 run behind. So now it's going to have to be a battle of the bullpens. They cannot get Gordon Hayward. They just can't, because that's just going to be another problem. And the pitch, ball, 2-1.
This infield is really in. I mean, Kim is as short as you can be at shortstop. He's on the grass. And so that is trying to prevent the run.
That says Lewis, can't believe we like the only team to own Brady. Oh, you mean the Giants? Now you can say that, because both of those happened in the Super Bowl. It didn't happen once, it happened twice. Yeah, we own Brady. Here's the 2-1. Foul away, 2-2.
I know we're not going to see it in this series, but
damn. And I remember this game started at.
As if it happens more than not, is the indefensible play. Is the bunt between.
Bro, I feel like the Astros have always had people on base. Like the heck? Yeah, that was only the first side of the inning in the top of the ninth. Yankees are screwed.
And the hitters are swinging. But as it plays out, just know that that play cannot be defended.
And the pitch. And that's going to be 3-2, full count.
Yeah, there's been some really good execution.
So Bryce Harper is at third, trying to score to tie this game. Unless if Alec Bohm could even get the lead too. So we have a buffer, as usual. Going to try to refresh the page and see what happens here. No, it can't be this bad. Come on now. There we go.
Get a chance to hit it.
Once again, we got a 3-2 count.
The third pick of the draft 4 years ago.
Phillies lead the series 2-1.
The chance to tie this game in the first inning. Another 3-2.
Here's the windup of the pitch by Martinez. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the changeup. Big strikeout.
Foul ball. So now you think, okay, if he comes back in there, I got to get the barrel going earlier. And he drops this changeup. And again,
I got the Nets losing to the Clippers. They got a better chance against the Lakers than they do the Clippers.
That pitch for Nick Martinez was not very good when he first got to the major leagues with the Texas Rangers. Went over to Japan several years there.
Well, it's a must-win game for Philly because they got to put the pressure on.
On display in the Olympics for Team USA last year.
Wait a minute. Who's winning between the Sixers and the Spurs?
Pitching several different roles for him. Up to stop with 2 gone.
I didn't say Sunday. I said Saturday. And that's a strike. That was a little late.
this is a real good curveball that comes down and catches. That's unhittable, right? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Philly lost to San Antonio. Here's Bryson Stott, the shortstop. First Phillies rookie with multiple extra base hits in a postseason game. And the pitch. Ball one.
That 182 average seems like it's about 382 because his hits have.
The Sixers are 0-3. And that's with Joel Embiid scoring 40 points.
He's able to hit something here
sad.
To tie up the game.
Very sad.
He's 1 for 12, but when they've made a mistake on non-fastballs, he's been
runner on third with 2 outs. Phillies trying to tie the game or take the lead. And the pitch. Right, 2. Fouled off.
Well, here's for the Phillies. Excelled last night. 2 outs, 2 strikes. 6 of their 9 hits came with 2 outs. 6 of the 9 hits came with 2 strikes.
Wait a minute. Wow, James Harden in 40 minutes went 4 for 18. But they're going to be like, he had 12 assists and 9 rebounds.
Martinez came on with Harper at second. Nobody out.
And Maxey gave you 25.
Out.
They got nothing off the bench. Only got 10 bench points. Here's the 1-2. Ball, 2-2. Damn, that's sad.
I like what Stott does with 2 strikes.
That is very sad.
When we talked about most guys don't change their swing from the first pitch to the 9th pitch. Well, Stott's done a good job of being able to kind of recognize, I'll fight off the fastball.
But the Nets, they need to play in a system, though. They need to play a system.
You're going to swing at that pitch.
They kept playing iso ball against the Pelicans, and the Pelicans used team ball and did good team play. I know they beat the Raptors on Friday. Kyrie stepped up with 30, but 2-2. Strike 3 outside corner to end the first inning as the rookie is out on strikes. But the Phillies get 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 man left on base. Through 1, headed to the top of the second. It is a 4-3 Padres lead, and the Padres are coming up to bat here on the Louis Sports Network as we take a commercial break. Okay, who made the last out? I think it was Grisham, so it should be Nola, Profar, and Soto, 9-1-2 for the Padres. Yep, I was right. I was right. Wait a minute. Who's the right fielder in this game? Oh, Castellanos. That's right. Brandon Marsh. All right, so in the bottom of the inning, it's going to be 8-9-1 for the Phillies. So Segura and Marsh, and then back to the top with Kyle Schwarber. So it's going to be 8-9-1 in the second, and the bottom of the second. Top of the second is going to be, as I mentioned, 9-1-2. Ryan says, who would you recommend to be a coach for the Nets? It would have been Ime Udoka. If he wasn't dealing with the situation he was dealing with, he would have been great for them because he would have held them accountable. At least with Udoka, he would have gave them a defensive identity. I don't know if Udoka's going to end up coaching the Nets because he's been suspended for the year, unless if something happens that they're able to dig something up into where he'd be allowed to be coaching again if he can appeal to something. But I don't know. But he'd be great for them because they need a guy like that. Steve Nash, I'm sorry. He's a pushover. He doesn't really run a real offense. And the thing is, Steve Nash, for the high IQ that he has, he played with Mike D'Antoni. He doesn't really run an offense. He played for Don Nelson. Don Nelson did run some sets, but he mostly loved to play the run and gun style, the motion offense. But I'm sorry, Steve Nash is not a head coach. He's a pushover. And he's supposed to be such good friends with Kevin Durant. Sorry. Ryan says, Ticket said this the last year for Kyrie as a net, whether they win or lose. That's what I heard.
Chris Hoskins with a 2-run home run.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we back. Back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the pitch. And Brogdon throws a strike.
All my notes on his 2 starting pitches.
Here's Austin Nola. Austin Nola hitting 281 in the postseason. He's only 1 for 11 in this series right now. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Oh, man, they buffered again? Jesus Christ, man. Please work. There we go. We got a 1-2 count. 1-2 count to Austin Nola.
That's a lot, more than anybody. And then to do this in the postseason, every day it's a.
Here's the pitch, and that ball is going to be skied over the right field. Castellanos is there to make the play for the first out, 1 away.
FoxBet Super 6 will give you a chance to win some of Big Papi's money. Right now, you can win $10,000 playing FoxBet Super 6. Pick up your phone to download the
Always love that song. I never understood why they got rid of that song. It's what made Fox baseball in the postseason what it was. Why did they get rid of that? I don't know.
Popped out his first time against Falter. That's the crazy thing about that first inning is Falter retired the first 2 hitters.
In the pitch.
That's exactly right. And that's just, again.
Excuse me. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Jurickson Profar.
What's the postseason like? What can I expect? Or what do I? You got to grind every pitch and don't assume that the first 2 out is going to result in 3 quick outs.
We got a timeout. Timeout was called.
The postseason is so different. Look, everybody pays attention to detail. Hitters don't waste at bats. Nobody gives away anything that is easier to do in 162 games when you know you're going through a long stretch.
And the pitch. Profar hits it deep to right, but Castellanos is there to make the play for the second out. 2 away.
And so what you hope to avoid is the out-of-body experiences in the postseason because every player knows it's different, and you attention to detail, magnified, answering questions. And so you can see all spectrums of it, and you see which players, again, have the slower heartbeat and can handle it, and the ones that speed everything up and try to atone or make up for mistakes.
Here's Juan Soto.
Faster, usually doesn't work out.
In the case of Juan Soto, the average is postseason down to 225. You're talking earlier, though. He's one of those guys that could be 225. He could be 725, and you wouldn't know it just by looking at it.
All right, so the shift is on.
For the moment, every at bat.
Here's Soto, swing and a miss. 2 outs for the Phillies, strike 1.
Look in day in, day out, they just don't waste at bats. They didn't go up there and waste it at bat. He's attention to detail and want to be the very best he can every time he steps in the box. There's another guy in Harper. Doesn't give at bats away.
And the pitch. Ball. Oh, Kyrie, yeah. Does the Bulls have the same issues the Clippers do as in health, besides them not being as good of a team as the Clippers? Yeah, because pretty soon Lonzo's going to be looked at as a disappointment if he doesn't get healthy.
Or Mike Trout or Bryce Harper a night or 2 throughout the summer. But what makes these guys is that they do it consistently.
And the pitch. And they say he went. Strike 2.
That's been a tough pitch for him this year. And his ability to hit the changeup.
All right, fans on their feet. 1-2 count. Here's a 1-2 by Brogdon. Ball.
Same pitch. No budge this time, and it's 2-2.
See, that's the one thing about him. You can't just throw 5 in a row to him. You can't throw 3 in a row to him. He makes the adjustment. He sees it. He does the little Soto shuffle. And when he sees pitches that he thinks, okay, I recognize out of the hands. Look, some guys have the gift of the ball. They can track the ball better with their eyes than the rest. That's what makes them elite.
All right, Soto, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. There's Connor Brogdon on the pitch, and that ball is fouled. Still 2-2.
Another 2-2 coming from Connor Brogdon to Juan Soto.
On the 2-2 count, Philly fans get on their feet. Here it is. Check. Did he go? No. So the count is full at 3-2.
Quite a few check swing asks down there to third over the last 24 hours.
Soto even checks and he was like, nah, I didn't check swing.
Trying to keep the inning going for the home run hitter in the first inning, Manny Machado.
Here's the pitch on the 3-2. Soto hit to the right. Castellano makes all 3 outs in this inning. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Connor Brogdon goes down 1-2-3. So at the end of the top of the second, it is Padres 4, Phillies 3. Phillies coming back up to bat. We got the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for the Phillies. It is Segura. It is Segura, Marsh, and Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies coming up. Man, we got ourselves already an exciting game, and it's only the bottom of the second inning. Yeah, but we got trouble looming in Philly. They're already 0-3. They lost to 2 good teams, and then on top of that, so they lost to the Bucks, they lost to the Celtics, and then they lose to the Spurs at home. What I tell y'all, I mean, the players have got to show up, that's for sure. But I continuously tell you why Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach in NBA history. These dudes don't listen, man. Because dudes don't like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, they quickly say, oh, it was their fault. It wasn't Doc's fault. Doc made no adjustments the entire series, even when the Nuggets were coming back. I'm glad they're not calling that call. That was a nice shot by Embiid, though. Mr. Glenn Rivers ought to get fired. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Damn, we still in this commercial? Like, gotta get back to the game right here. All right, guys, we're back. Gene Segura, the second baseman for the Phillies, at the plate.
3-game. 7 runs in this one.
Martinez back on the mound. Here's the pitch. Way inside, ball 1.
Segura and their player resume is sponsored by Indeed. If 30 years from now, 50 years from now, somebody asked, what was Gene Segura like as a player? We just put on.
Last night in the 4th inning, fielding error at second base, hit a 2-run single with 2 outs.
You live with the bat, the air, the getting picked off, because the good typically outweighs. Yeah, they've loved him here talking to Rob Thompson. Look, he's
286 in this series in the postseason. He's only 1 for 10 in this series.
A little He's so strong. And
Pitch, fouled off.
I mean, it is a little bit of everything last night. Had the air. We had some great defensive plays as well, but this one just dropped it on the foot from Bryson Stott. He had the game-winning hit. With 2 strikes, he went down and got that one. His second game-winning hit of the postseason. Right after that hit, though, he was picked off at the bases.
And the pitch.
Reaches out, flips this one in the right
Reaches out, hits it to right field. Juan Soto makes the play for the first out, 1 away.
It is time for a game break, and for that, we say hello to Matt Vasgersian.
Joe, it looks like John Smoltz is a little closer to tee times in Houston next week.
Chase McCormick hits a 2-run shot for the Astros.
Second inning homer, a bunch of more Yankees strikeouts, and a 5-0 Astros win. 1 win away from a World Series berth. Guys, back
Once again,
Yankees
3 hits.
Shut down
Again.
Yanks are hoping, turning the series over to the Bronx, turning it over to Garrett Cole, and turn the tides, but not the case. They have been a pitching juggernaut this year, and it has continued.
Here's the pitch.
I mean, this is the first game that the Astros have played with breathing room. Yeah, they're now 6-0. That's their first win by more than 2 runs. 1-0 on Brandon Marsh.
So Brandon Marsh at the plate.
Altuve got his first hit of the postseason. So just about every box is checked.
Strike.
He's over his first 25.
Look at that. The Yankees have struck out 41 times as a team in this series. This series is over. This series is over. It's over.
Brandon Marsh. Outside.
Pitch.
2-1.
2-1. We are done.
Guy has such great touch to be able to throw those kind of secondary pitches with precision. A changeup that just, again, we talk about, that curveball top to bottom.
In the pitch.
Fly to center.
Fly ball center. Soto and Grisham and Soto. Grisham has got it. Makes the play for the second out. 2 away.
5 up, 5 down for Martinez. Trying to do the same thing that Connor Brogdon did for the Phillies and settle things in here.
So we got 2 outs.
Trying to do the same thing that Connor Brogdon did for the Phillies and settle things in here. You know, we saw Clint trying to do the same thing that Connor Brogdon did for the Phillies and settle things in here.
Kyle Schwarber is next.
You know, we saw trying to do the same thing that Connor Brogdon did for the Phillies and settle things in here.
Hopefully my router gives better coverage than. Yeah, excuse me. Wow. All right, let me refresh the page and see if this works. Again. There we go.
Settle things in here.
Buffers again. Oh, we're back.
You know, we saw trying to do the same thing that Connor Brogdon did for the.
All right, Kyle Schwarber is coming up to the plate, ladies and gentlemen.
Settle things in here. You know, we saw Schwarber at 46 during the regular season, National League home run champ. Leadoff home run last night, his second one of this season.
See, I wouldn't have known Schwarber hit 46 home runs. I wouldn't have known. Let me see if I can finish this inning so I could go make myself some tea because clearly I am feeling it right now.
Leader for these Phillies in his first year here, first of a 4-year contract.
Two outs, 1-2 count to Schwarber. So wind up by Martinez in the pitch, and the ball is low, 2-2.
Each hitter is going to have less time to process. Like he's processing right now. You can see his eyes. He's thinking about
counts, situations.
Oh, man.
Tendencies. What am I looking for? What am I trying to do? All that's going to be sped up next year. With the pitch clock coming. 2-2.
2-2 inside, 3-2.
Prowls his way back into the box. His home run last night came on a full count pitch.
Phillies trying to tie this game. Full count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Martinez throws a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Headed to the top of the third inning. Through 2, it is Padres 4 and Phillies 3.
Apple Watch has taken up a few new things as well. First, to track your distance.
Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right there.
Compraste comida. Qué bueno. Ok. ¿No está aquí?
No.
La renta no fue mala. She made like $200 que ya no tenía, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Just give me 1 second. It looks like it might have buffered once again, so let me just and
Stop being center.
okay. I was able to upload that again, so good. All right, so we will be back in business in just a second. Wow, thought this commercial wasn't going to take as long as it was going to be. MLBshop.com.
Hit this postseason. T-Mobile's donating $5,000 to Team Rubicon's hurricane recovery efforts and the tax relief.
We are starting with Manny Machado.
T-Mobile will donate another $5 so far this postseason. 71 home runs hit, $355,000 in donations.
And the pitch.
for hurricane relief.
Brogdon throws strike 1.
Has one of those 71 home runs on the first pitch.
Machado has 6 career postseason home runs with the Padres, most in team history.
With the Padres, which is a franchise record. Homers against Bailey Falter. Here he faces Connor Brogdon. It's about 1 1/3 in relief for Falter.
Here's a pitch. Fouled off, strike 2.
And Brogdon
Brogdon trying to essentially reset the script for the Phillies. They'd hope Falter could go 3 innings. If Brogdon can get him through 3, then kind of back on schedule.
Yeah, that would be huge for Rob Thompson. Then he can kind of settle in for those middle innings. This will be to get out of this inning for Bellotti, and I would think after that, if they need Bellotti, then they would go to Syndergaard, give him the full clean inning that he's used to when he started.
So we got an 0-2 count to Manny Machado.
More than an inning 3 times during the regular season.
And the pitch.
Most
That's the
pitches
ball.
that he threw is 29. He's at 23 here.
You know, Machado has one of the.
Give me 1 second, guys, real quick.
He's got an open approach. His hands are almost the bat's almost on his shoulder, but then watch his hands. They just they don't rock back too far, but they don't move too far as he moves into the pitch. Subtle movements, long swing in the zone. Down on a changeup. One going in this third inning. Moments ago, it's Tom Verducci with Bob Melvin.
Bob, it's not often you ask your bullpen to pick up 27 ounces to win a game. How are you set up to cover this game?
Well, we'll figure it out on the fly. We got some bulk innings coming up here, probably for potentially Mania, but it breaks my heart to have to take Cleb out of that game. He's been busting his butt for us all year, and working through some stuff. Hopefully he gets another chance.
Great sign from Manny Machado with that swing in the first inning.
Yeah, it's not unlike him to come up big in big moments like that. Got us going in the right direction. Hopefully we can carry.
All right, guys, I'm back. Manny Machado down on strike. So first out of the inning, top of the third. Padres lead the Phillies 4-3. Josh Bell takes a ball.
Right-hander that can throw fast.
All right, so we got a 1-1 count to Josh Bell.
Again, hitters are trying to get the barrel of the ball quicker when they think it's a fastball, and they just miss time to spin and don't pick up the changeup.
And the pitch. Bell is going to pop it up around the third left side of the infield. Alec Ball makes the play, 2 outs.
You know how they say, we've said this before, like pitch like it's 1-0 when it's actually 7-0. Well, if you can have the offensive approach, like we're down 5, we need to score 4. Yeah. It's happened each game for these teams. When they've gotten down, they almost click into like responsive, all right, we got to get it going. We need to get back in this game. And both teams have done it in each game to kind of put us to the point we're at.
Yeah, game 2 of this series, it was the Phillies.
Jake Cronenworth.
Padres scored it
Walk.
straight. Other way around early today, Padres with 4 on the top of the first. Phillies.
Here's a pitch.
Bottom of the first. It's a ball on Jake Cronenworth. Well, since Ha-Seong Kim knocked in the 4th of those runs in the first inning, Brogdon's retired 6 straight.
Fouled away, strike 1.
I know there's a lot of people that think, when this whole philosophy changed to a guy who starts the game knowing he's only going to go 1 inning, I'm not going to call it the word that everyone else calls it. He starts the game.
We got a 1-1 count, top of the third, 2 outs.
To bridge certain parts of your lineup, again, only works if everybody that comes in afterwards does their part. That's a lot to ask in a game of this magnitude.
Here's the pitch.
Cronenworth pops it up.
Cronenworth is going to pop it up behind home plate, but it's going to be foul once again. So the count is 1-2.
You start the game. Just happen to be a reliever that starts the game.
Forward would be the opener. Sorry, that's it. 1-2 strikes on Jake Cronenworth.
1-2.
The second man out of the bullpen for both these teams.
Phillies fans on their feet.
So far. Martinez.
Why'd it stop?
Is 1-2 to Jake Cronenworth.
Slap foul.
What was that sack you were talking about when the pitchers don't go very far or don't get out of the first when you have it's an under 500 record, right? Those teams don't fare well numbers-wise when you don't get depth. When you pitch 6 or 7 innings, we've shown what teams have done when their starter goes 7 innings, the success rate goes way up. Especially with the journey of what you're asking all these pitchers to do with an extra round of playoffs. Unless you're the Houston Astros that have won every game so far, you don't have to push to the limit. These guys don't have that luxury.
Out of the 1-2.
1-2. Grounds it over to first. Rhys Hoskins fields it.
And Rhys Hoskins crushed a 2-run home run his first time. A lead off the third.
And he will lead off the third inning. Due up. No runs, no hits. 1-2-3 inning for 1-2-3 inning for Connor Brogdon. So the Phillies escape without any trouble. So headed to the bottom of the third. It is a 4-3 baseball game. So it'll be Rhys Hoskins, it'll be JT Realmuto and Bryce Harper. 2-3-4 for the Phillies coming up in the bottom half of the third inning. If you have not hit the like button, we got 9 people watching. Hit the like, make sure to hit that subscribe. Make sure to share the stream. Oh, I remember that Verizon commercial. Oh, that's because they're promoting the Google Pixel 7 Pro. I mean, that phone is a nice phone, but I still feel like it's still lagging in some areas from behind. I will say, though, the photos on that phone is absolutely fire. So I've definitely seen it. Well, as you guys know, the Phillies are trying to get themselves back in this ball game, which they're in it already because it's a 1-run game. Now they're just trying to at least tie it and eventually take the lead. This is a must-win for the Padres. They have to win because if they don't win, this series is most likely over. So they have to win. This is a big, big, huge game for the Padres. And it looked like they were on their way to a blowout, scoring 4 runs in the first, but Mike Clevenger couldn't hold it up. He didn't even record an out. Allowed 3 runs, and he was out of there just that fast. So your starters quickly gone after the both in the first inning. And it looks like Rhys Hoskins is already at the plate coming up. Is that a Mets fan talking to a Yankee fan? Supposed to be an Aaron Judge bobblehead, I'm guessing. There's a better way to bring the game home. MLBshop.com Fanatics experience. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to live action in the bottom of the third.
4-3 Padres in front. All the scoring in this game coming in the first.
Pitch by Martinez, inside corner, strike 1.
Retired everybody that he's faced. Strike 1 on Hoskins. He thought that ball was inside. Realmuto and Harper to follow in this third for the Phillies.
Here's the 0-1. Inside. You could even hear from the umpire. Inside. I already feel so much better. Here's a pitch by Martinez. Hoskins shoots it to right field, but Juan Soto's there to make the play for the first time. 1 away.
1 away in this third inning, and the finalists for the 2022 Hank Aaron Award have been announced. Fans can cast their vote for the top offensive performer in each league at MLB.com/Aaron.
All right, that'll bring up the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Yeah, I'm sure the Phillies would like to see Martinez pitch out of the stretch. As we already talked about his tap dancing on the mound for his windup. He's been in rhythm. And both guys have settled down the game. 4-3 after first.
It's Manea. Manea used to start for the Padres.
He's been a starter for much of the year. One away for JT Realmuto. He takes inside ball one.
Martinez has done a solid job since coming out of the
He's
bullpen.
been quiet in this series, just 1 for 11.
Yeah, he's been quiet in the postseason with a runner on or runners on. He just hasn't really mustered much when they've gotten on. So his best chance of success is with nobody on.
Wind up and pitch. That's a strike.
Ball and strike.
Here's the 1-1. And Chopper chopped up to the short. Kim fields it, throws it over to first for the second out of the inning, 2 away.
8 down for Nick Martinez.
So Bryce Harper in the first inning hit an RBI double to cut the lead from 4-3. Longest hit streaks in a single postseason for Phillies history. Lenny Dykstra in 93 with 10. Jason Worth in 2008 with 9. Bryce Harper actually tied Jason Worth with 9. He can extend that hit streak to 10 in Game 5 tomorrow. And the pitch. Fouled off. So Bryce hitting over 400 in this postseason. We know Harper's a good hitter because he's been an MVP.
It's a tough outs. Even in this situation right here, 0-2, you think huge.
Quick 0-2 count.
But you better make another quality pitch to get him out, especially in 3 pitches or less.
Martinez doing his dance.
Yeah, a little extra.
We got time.
Some guys hesitate in the middle of their leg kick. He just dances a little more. Keep the music playing. Oh, 2.
Martinez throws a ball.
Could be. Just give us some beats. Pitch count, the system implemented this season in baseball, where the catchers relay the signs to the pitchers that basically remote that they wear either on their shin guard or on their, in this case, on their shin guard or on their sleeve. And pitcher's got a receiver in his hat that tells him what to throw.
In the pitch, ball gets away.
Well, for Martinez, that's his 31st.
So the count is even at 2-2.
What he's been able to get the Phillies to do is expand the zone. So 16 times the Phillies have chased out of the zone. You just think about that, right? 42 total pitches, but 16 have ended up being a ball, and he's got the Phillies to swing in.
All right, time was called.
This is not 1-2.
Well, they missed the opportunity on getting the pitch up and away, missed it wide. And so from 0-2 to 2-2.
All right, he was going for the pitch. Did Bryce Harper make out?
Martinez, impressive stuff.
Jerickson Profar catches the ball.
Have you seen my new phone yet? It's like golden.
I would never switch to Samsung. I love my phone.
It's crazy. All right, so we got a 1-2-3 inning by Martinez. Once again, does the job through 3, headed to the top of the 4th. It is a 4-3 Padres lead over the Phillies. Guys, if you have not hit that like button, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We are close to 10,000 subscribers. Once again, we are on commercial break, getting ready for the top of the fourth. Let's check out the hitters and who are going to be coming up in the top of the fourth inning. That would be, as soon as ESPN puts it up. Also, we got a new reliever for the Phillies. Brandon Drury is going to start off. He's the number 7 hit. No, he's the 6 hitter. So it's going to be Drury, Kim, and Grisham in the top of the fourth. 6, 7, 8 for the Padres. Let's see if the Padres can get back and if they can add some insurance, because this game is too close for them to not be able to add any more. Oh, they go the wifey of George Kittle, man. That's a baddie right there. That's a dope commercial.
Well, 7 runs scored in the first inning. There have not been any base runners over the last 2 innings after that. And for the Padres in this fourth, Drury, Kim, and Grisham coming up against Andrew Bellotti.
That first inning,
This is Connor Brogdon. Brogdon matches the longest.
it was an offensive display for both teams. The relief pitching has done it since the first inning. We're in the top of the fourth. 4-3 Padres leading.
Rob Thompson's team, of course, you get a formula in the beginning and then throw the sheet away because it didn't work the way you had hoped. And Syndergaard looks for. Job done, but he's been crossfiring some of those pitches that are just a moment away from getting hit a long way. You've got to be able to throw that slider that turns.
All right, this is Bellotti.
Across that pitch and it backs up in the middle of the zone. You're just asking for a recipe for disaster.
Against a hot hitter here in Drury. 2-run double in the first inning.
Here's the pitch. Strike 3.
Tails to the inside corner. Down to the Padres dugout, Tom Verducci has Nick Martinez.
He didn't agree with that one, but
Nick Martinez, last 3 months, he's been coming in the game 7th, 8th, 9th inning. Early wake-up call tonight. First inning, tell me about getting that call and coming into the fire.
Just got to get ready. It's the playoffs. You got to be ready when that phone rings. And it was a quick one, but I was able to get my pitches in and step in for Mike right there.
It looked like you could pitch all night. How did you feel out there?
I don't know about all night, but I felt good. We actually had a game plan. We felt good with our approach and attacking the zone.
Thanks so much, Nick.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right. Martinez has done an unbelievable job, man. Unbelievable. And the pitch, it's going to be popped up on the first base side. Reese Hoskins is there to make the play for the second out of the inning.
Today's telecast is sponsored by Taco Bell's breakfast. Martinez said that, he was kind of riding the wave of the crowd in San Diego pitching in those games. Normally he'll crush a couple Red Bulls before he comes in. Said he only needed a few sips of Red Bull coming into the games in San Diego.
Alrighty, here comes the next hitter. That would be Trent Grisham.
tonight on the road this time. 2 down for Bellotti. Trent Grisham still looking for his first hit of this series.
And the pitch.
Struck out his first time. He's
Ball.
0 for 12 with 6 Ks.
Well, we documented again in the beginning of what the strengths of the Padres were versus the strengths of the Phillies. And right now they have that 1-run lead, but the strength of their bullpen is where they have the advantage. Now, how does Philly match that? We talked about Philly's offense at home. And so
swing and a miss on the 1-0, strike one.
Probably in the next 2 innings, if you're not leading, that's where Bob Melvin's going to be tempted to go to those Thunder guys that he has and finish the game maybe 1 inning at a time. So all these different strategies are going to play out here in the next 2 innings on how and what course they take to finish the game.
And the pitch.
That's a strike.
Strike.
Of course, got Josh Hader at the back end of that. He's gone multiple innings before. Robert Suarez is the highest leverage guy in front of him. He can go more than an inning. And I think in a perfect world, it would have been 1 inning for all those top dogs. But with the dominoes starting to fall as quickly as they did, we'll see. This guy's probably going to get stretched tonight. Belotti's looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here's the 1-2. Check swing, but he did not go, so it's 2-2.
Straight base runners for the Padres with 2 gone in the first inning. 9 up, 9 down since. On a 2-2, Grisham.
Strike 3, inside corner, inning over. Bellotti goes up 1-2-3. Here at the top of the 4th on 9 pitches. Headed to the bottom of the 4th. It is a 4-3 baseball game. Padres up by 1. All right, real quick, for the Phillies, I think it's supposed to be Nick Castellanos, Alec Ballman, Bryson Stott, Bryson Stott, the rookie. So that's 5, 6, 7 for the Phillies. Sorry, press the play button a little too soon for the audio. That was way too soon. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are enjoying the commentary, also enjoying the game audio right by in Phillies ballpark for the NLCS Game 4 between the Padres and the Phillies. I gotta say, after drinking this tea, I feel a hell of a lot better now. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned, I am doing Fox NFL Sunday. If for those of you who are football fans, doing the Chargers and the Seahawks on Sunday at 4 o'clock. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, here's Sean Manaea at the plate. And we get a strike one on a swing and a miss on the fastball.
The throw changeups are going to be the primary 2 pitches, but he's got a 4-pitch mix. And he's on. He's got a tough angle for which the hitters pick up the ball.
And the pitch, and he's going to send it. And he's going to bounce it all the way to the wall. And Castellanos gets himself a leadoff double. And the Phillies in business with nobody out on the first pitch.
That's huge for the Phillies. These are the 2 spots they got to get something out of the lineup. They did it yesterday with 2 outs. Really helped them get to the win. And already in the second at bat here, Castellanos gets splits the center fielder and the left fielder.
And that wasn't the first pitch because he swung and a miss on the first one, but he was able to get that second one. Threw it in the same spot, but he was able to catch up to it.
Is another one of those guys, John, like we've seen in this series here and there, hadn't pitched in a long time. Last time Sean Manaea pitched, October 4th.
Wait, what's the date? The 26th? Damn, he hasn't pitched in 18 days. It's a long time. You know, that can really interrupt a pitcher's rhythm when they don't pitch for that long. Here's a pitch, and off the plate, ball 1.
Well, you know his fastball is going to have good juice to it, is whether or not the command of it. I mean, he loves to pitch up when he gets the 2 strikes, but he's now in a tough situation here. Of course, I don't know how many innings he's able to eat, but 1-run lead, man on second, nobody out.
Both teams trying to piece this one together. Going to be reaching for the tape.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Miss, 1-1.
That's the area he gets a lot of swings and misses against.
Sean Manaea is in his 6th full season in the major leagues. Former Oakland A. Acquired in a trade right before opening day this year and went out and spun 7 no-hit innings in his Padres debut 5 days later. ERA was above 5 after that, though. His 1-1 pitch.
And the 0-1.
With a late swing, fouls it off.
Late swing, strike 2.
And again, it'll be interesting. You mentioned how long it's been since he's pitched. It'll be interesting to see if he's got the good touch on the changeup. This changeup's a big pitch against right-handers. Throws it a lot for strikes. But with 2 strikes here, I don't know if you go away from that fastball. He's been beating Bone to barrel the bat with fastballs.
Tied on in scoring position. Nobody out in the 4th.
And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Alec Baum is out on strikes. First out of the inning.
See, that's a great pitch and a tough at bat for Bone, because not only did he not get the runner over, he didn't put the ball in play. And leadoff doubles, the percentage of them scoring might be different in today's game, but boy, it was tough to prevent that run from scoring when you do the little things to get that runner in scoring position.
And it's been really tough on left.
And the pitch.
Even with his struggles this year, and he's got a strikeout on
Strike.
here. It's Bryson Stein. Essentially, the Phillies had the equivalent of a leadoff double in the first inning. Harper doubled. There's still nobody out, and they couldn't score.
That's right. That'd be the second time if they're not able to get Castellanos to touch home plate.
The pitch, and it's going to be 0-1. 1-1, excuse me.
Stott was at the plate when that first inning ended. He had the last try. Getting Harper in, struck out looking. Bottom of the order for the Phillies last night was key in their 4-2 win. Reached that spot of the order here, and Stott's got a base.
Stott hits it into left field for a base hit. And they're gonna score. He's out at second. But the Phillies tied the game at 4 as Castellanos scores from second. So Profar throws a bullet to second and gets
He said not a lot of big hits, but not a lot of hits, but a lot of big hits out of Stott. He just goes the
by
other
Stott.
way.
So the rookie comes through with a game tying. That would be a game tying single. Yeah, he's clearly out. Clearly out. But the Phillies have tied the game at 4, ladies and gentlemen.
We're starting over. Yeah, back at square one.
So we are back at square one, folks. 2 outs. It is a 4-4 game.
At the bottom of the first and 1 here in the 4th. Jurickson Profar graded out as one of the best left fielders in the National League this year with an outfield assist there. 2 out, bases empty, and Gene Segura.
And that was worth, to go for it. And it needed a perfect throw with his speed to get him out at second. And
Didn't matter.
That's what it took.
Backdoor for a strikeout, Segura. Profar played in 19 games in the outfield before he got.
Here's Segura, strike one. Phillies and Padres tied at 4.
It would be in a bit of an adventure to be one of the best.
And the pitch.
0-2. One more look at that throw from Profar.
Well, he gets to the ball in a perfect position, rotates his body, and gets that one hop. Right on the money. Executed it perfectly.
10 outfield assists during the regular season. Second among left fielders.
And the pitch. And the ball is, wow, lines it and diving stop.
Padres defense helping him out in this 4th inning.
Cronenworth with the dive and the catch on that line out. But we got an RBI single from Bryson Stott. He made out at second base, but was able to get Castellanos to score, and we're tied at 4, ladies and gentlemen. Through 4, headed to the top of the 5th. I gotta find out who the Sixers play on Monday. All right, let's go to MLB. Let's click on this Gamecast. Austin Nola is at the plate for the Padres. That's the number 9 hitter. So it's 9-1-2. Oh my goodness, I feel so much better now.
Presented by Lone Depot. Top of the 5th inning here at Citizens Bank Park, and the 4th pitcher of the game for the Phillies is Brad Hand.
All right, we're back. Brad Hand on the mound for the Phillies. 2 2/3 innings, only allowed a hit so far in the postseason. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, right down the middle. Looks like a slider. Here's Austin Nola, 0 for 1, flied out in the 2nd inning. 273 average in the postseason with 5 RBIs.
Get close to the point where you can just deploy your top guys. It's unlikely that Sir Anthony Dominguez is going to be available today.
And the pitch is upstairs for a ball.
Bob Thompson was going to have a conversation with him, a conversation with the training staff afterwards, but after he threw 2 innings last night, 35 pitches, he was leaning away from using them.
Yeah, you can understand that for sure.
Alvarado, though, should be good.
Here's the pitch. And that ball is low, 2-1.
Now, Hand doesn't throw enough fastballs for strikes. He's limited to the, I've always got a great breaking ball, but we saw what happened when he wasn't able to land it consistently in that rally that the Padres had. A costly hit batsman.
Going to see if increasing the mic works to hear the audio. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball once again. 3-1.
That was the 5th inning in Game 2. We faced 3 batters, all of them reached, as the Padres took the lead. That 5-run inning. On a 3-1.
3-1.
Takes a strike.
Strike. And count is full at 3-2.
I think Nola's going to look at that and realize that was a ball.
You know, the Padres catcher's taking that information, banking that in his mind. I'm going to want that for my guys.
Fans on their feet. Hand with the 3-2. And the ball is swung, and it's going to be up the middle. Segura fields it, throws it over to Hoskins, gets the out at first for the first out. One away.
Well, Game 5 is here tomorrow in Philadelphia. Coverage starts at 1:30 Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports app, and then at 7 Eastern, it's Game 4 between the Astros and the Yankees.
Well, I won't be here for Game 4. I mean, for Game 5. Game 5, I'll be at the theaters.
Yeah, you mentioned catchers are in a tough position when they're hitting, right? They're behind the plate. They know the strike zone. And so they got to watch how much they complain and or expect their pitcher to get. It's much like a pitcher.
All right, back to the top of the lineup for the Padres. Here's Jerickson Profar.
You go to the plate.
And the pitch.
And you have a
Strike.
chance to kind of quietly make up with the umpire. If you don't like what's happening on the mound, you use that political, like, hey, yeah, my bad for yelling at you on the mound. You know, that's what catchers have to do every once in a while. They have to watch what they say and be careful how much they argue.
And by the way, you lost weight. You're looking good.
Here's the 0-1. Ball.
1 ball, 1 strike on Profar.
So we got a 1-1 count to Profar.
0 for 2 today.
Padres, Phillies tied at 4.
Profar has reached in 9 of the 10 postseason games and played some solid defense. Had that outfield assist last inning.
Here's the 1-1. Foul away. 1-2.
But this Phillies bullpen, which gave him reason to believe as the season went on that it was no longer a massive weakness. Even started to think that maybe it could be a strength. Last 7 games, a 1.50 ERA.
Yeah, it's really been a turn of 2 seasons. Previous, I would say about the first half of the season, it was still like, uh-oh, what are you going to do? How are we going to fix this? They have at the right time.
And the pitch. And Profar is going to foul it away. It's still 1-2.
That was not a great bullpen during the regular season. It got better as the year went on, and they were great in October.
Yeah, caught fire, get hot. Literally, you get some hot guys and you ride them at that postseason time, and it works. And when we get to the postseason in general, as a staff of each club and a manager, there are going to be guys you have confidence in and guys who are like, I don't know. It's not like the regular season where you can throw them out there.
And the pitch. Ball. 2-2.
Perfect example would be
Deep as anybody. On average this season, more than 6 innings per
Game
start.
5. Darvish against Zach Wheeler. Should be a great pitching matchup, but I've seen Darvish in big games give up a ton of runs. Full count with 1 out. Here's a 3-2 by Hansel Profar. Fouled away.
Now, the only difference for the starters tomorrow, there might be one of those patient days. You know, there's some rain in the forecast potentially. Don't know how it's going to shake out, if there's a delay or they play through it. So a little bit more of, grind it out, patience. And then when you get out on the mound, you find the best way you can to execute your pitches no matter the weather.
Depends on which app you're looking at, right?
Sure.
Different forecasts.
Here's the 0-2. Oh, I'm sorry, the 3-2. That's Profar walks with one out in the fifth.
Postseason games for the Padres.
Well, we've got some Philly natives, some superstars in the house tonight. Rasheed Wallace, great NBA careers from Philadelphia. Chris Terry and the longtime Flyers here with his family. Jay Wright's been at a bunch of the postseason games. Enjoying his foray into retirement. Miles Teller, who's from Downingtown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely excited.
Padres are their first base runner since they had 5 in a row and then 4 on first inning.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's Juan Soto back on this is his third at bat. Here in the top of the fifth. Soto's 0 for 2 and snapped on the first.
If you're facing the Padres, based on what they were doing coming in, staff probably got preached in, make them hit with nobody on.
Manny Machado was on
your
deck.
Chances go up, but your chances go down if there's a lot of traffic for these two guys.
4 games in this series, Soto and Machado have had 3 at-bats with runners in scoring position combined.
And the pitch. Strike one.
The Padres over the first 2 rounds hasn't been here in the championship series. They shouldn't be expected to be carrying the offense the way that they did. Soto, who's 0 for 2 today, 2 for 13 in this series. I don't know what
pitch. Ball.
as they spin away for ball 1. Now, Grisham and Nola came into this championship series leading the Padres, hitting .381 in the postseason. Those 2 guys combined 1 for
7, 8, 9
26.
hitters. Not doing well in game 4 like they did in game 3. And the pitch.
Takes ball 2.
2-0.
Shadow on deck.
2-1.
Tied game here in the 5th.
Again, as good of a breaking ball as Hand has, he's not throwing his fastball anywhere close to enough strikes to put the hitter in a real defensive situation. And so the more they see the spin, the more likelihood they're going to get one in the zone.
Here's a 2-1.
2-1. Curve is lifted in the air.
Curveball deep to left, right field, going up, and it's gone. Juan Soto hits a solo home run with 1 out. His first postseason hit. It's a 2-run home run, and the Padres go back up. They lead 6-4.
And it came back to bite for that Hand.
Hanging curveball. Soto takes it deep to right, and the Padres go back up by 2 runs.
He saw 2 previous to this and a pitch out of the zone with the fastball, so he could sit on this, and he did. And
he was waiting for that curveball.
I mean, this ball was hit quick. I looked at Castellanos; he didn't really move. And watch this. That is as smooth as it gets. Unfortunately, the fans here didn't think much of it.
And so the Padres in this series, no runs in the first game. They followed that with an 8-run outburst in game 2. 2 runs last night.
And the pitch to Machado is low, so it's ball 1.
Trying to keep it going where they haven't lost back-to-back games in the postseason.
And now,
Man 1 for 2, solo home run in the first, struck out in the very next inning.
Really wants to have the lead.
Actually, no, struck out in the third.
Make some decisions on how he wants to use the pen. Of course, Manaea's in there right now.
And the pitch. Excuse me, 2-0.
He's got another issue right now on Brad Hand being able to throw fastballs for strikes.
All right, let's set my stream buffered once again with this game. It's probably going to keep doing that back and forth. Hopefully when I get this new router tomorrow that it doesn't drop the coverage because it's constantly dropping in this area. Okay, so far nothing seems to be appearing right now at this point. There we go.
3 seasons in San Diego.
And the pitch to Machado on the 3-0. I am so sorry about that. That was honestly an accident. Let me see. It looks like Machado made out, so it went to the middle of the 5th because that was with 2 outs. So we should head into the commercial break on this one.
Potentially face.
Actually, no.
Harper. But Schwarber, of course.
It's a 1-1.
Right out of the gate. So tough on lefties. Yep.
So Machado made out. Here's Josh Bell. And the pitch. Strike.
This game and this series really has been all about reacting, all about responding. Phillies took game 1. Padres took game 2. Phillies in game 3. And the Padres are the lead in game 4.
Here's the 1-2. Top of the 5th, 2 outs. Padres lead 6-4 in the 2-run shot by Juan Soto. Here's the pitch. And the ball is chopped short. Bryson Stott fields it over to Rhys Hoskins and gets Josh Bell out at the end to make the play, and that is it. So 2 runs on 1 hit. The big blow, a two-run shot by Juan Soto in the 5th. Headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is a 6-4 Padres lead. As we saw that Bell grounded out to the shortstop. So we got Brandon Marsh, Kyle Schwarber, and Rhys Hoskins, 9-1 and 2, coming up for the Phillies. So one thing I can't stand, so many damn ads. Damn, Jason Tatum made 14 field goals, had 8 rebounds with 40 points. Celtics are now 3-0. The Philly cheesesteak.
Delivered to the booth. I survived playing here barely. You know, they made them in the clubhouses.
One of the most famous spots in Philly, Gino Steaks. And Brandon Marsh tries to go for a bunt, but Manea ends up throwing a strike.
Yeah. They're good.
You know, they track those things. Like, they have stats on cheesesteak consumption and visiting clubhouse.
Yeah, I heard some numbers that are a little bit crazy to think actually happen.
And the pitch,
0-2 on March.
that's going to be 0-2.
Do you have a personal record of cheesesteaks in the day?
No, I didn't. I mean, you would think because I'm a pitcher once every 4 days, 4 days not pitching, you could eat a lot, but no.
And the pitch, swing and a miss.
All right, here are those records.
As Marsh is down on strikes, 1 away.
Adrian Sanchez, who played about 100 games in the major leagues, is thinking, man, oh man, I don't know how long I'm going to be up here in the majors. I'm going to get my money's worth.
There's no way. See,
That's 9.5 cheesesteaks in one day. And Adrian Sanchez is a light-hitting utility guy. We're not talking like the big slugger crushing cheesesteaks.
I don't buy it. I mean, that's almost physically impossible.
Who's playing Cult of Personality?
Was that day night doubleheader?
I don't have those.
Kyle Schwarber.
Slacking on my prep. Balling on Kyle Schwarber.
And then I saw 25 for a series.
Yeah. Mike Jasperson, Rocky's coach.
And the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Manaya, third pitcher in the game for the Padres. The key one has been Nick Martinez. 3
Sean Manea takes a deep breath, throws a 1-1. Inside the hitter. 2-1.
Gave up Kevin Castellanos, RBI single to Bryson Stott that tied the game. But the Padres have gotten the lead right back on a Juan Soto homer. On a 2-1.
Here's a
Schwarber.
2-1. 3-1.
Ball there. 3-1.
Roy Schwarber's look totally different than the first 16 or so at bats when this postseason started against the Braves.
And the pitch. And it's going to take ball 4 on the bunt attempt. So he'll get on with 1 out to take his base.
The Phillies, and today's telecast is sponsored by Indeed. We help people get jobs.
That's a nice little part of Philly, that little waterfall. Those all have to be frogs.
It's been a game of runs. 4 for the Padres, 4 for the Phillies, 2 for the Padres. Phillies scoring started on a home run from this guy.
Here's Rhys Hoskins, 1 for 2, 2-run shot in the first inning.
Home runs till this game. Now we got 2 2-run homers.
Yeah. Hoskins says he's been doing his best to soak this all in. Environments and the stage that he's been waiting his whole career for.
And the pitch.
August tenured Philly position
Strike.
in his 6th year here. A very polarizing player. Phillies fans recognize what he's been as a leader and a face of the organizations through some of these low years.
And the pitch.
Very streaky though. Really high highs, some really low lows. And we've seen that. Snapshots of that in this postseason.
All right, so we got a 1-1 count, even count. Manea gets ready. And the pitch. And he hits it. Deep to left field, going back, looking up, and it's gone. The game is tied again. A 2-run home run by the first baseman yet again. Rhys Hoskins, 4 RBIs in the game, and he's tied the game at 6 between the Phillies and the Padres. We got a tie game, ladies and gents. We are tied again.
Well, there's that swing he's so famous for, and the feeling of, I mean, one can only imagine where he's been to what he's feeling right now.
Man, what a moment for Rhys Hoskins. 4 out of the 6 RBIs. And the pitch. So Manea blows that one.
For Rhys Hoskins and for this crowd, we've kind of lived this journey together through these years. Hoping, wishing the Phillies would get back to the postseason. Right away with Hoskins.
And the pitch. That's going to be off the plate, 2-0.
He's got two two-run home runs in this game. And we are knotted again.
So again, both bullpen guys blow it. Reese, 8 multi-home run game in franchise postseason history. August, and he's the 8th player to have a multiple home run postseason game.
Watch how level the bat is, and that's the part of the field that he has dominated this park when he's hit home runs. Perfect timing, bat to ball, go.
I thought that ball was hit very well.
Syndergaard.
You can hear it off the sound of the bat.
Enjoying their view of it.
We're getting to know Rhys Hoskins. He's with Kenny again.
Reese just hugged right hand. What'd you tell him?
There's more coming, right? Like, whatever happened last inning happened. At some point in this series, we're going to need him to get big outs.
In the pitch, swing and a miss by Manea, strike one.
Playoffs, the moments are coming, and we got to be ready for them.
Reese, thank you very much.
Well, we're talking about it. It's heating up there. He's doing his best, even as he rides this wave to soak it in. Peek in the stands, listen to the chants.
In the pitch, fouled away.
Much easier said than done, I would think, to soak this all in when you're living.
No, I mean, until you've been there, done that, you have no idea how overblown it gets both ways when you get to the postseason.
Oh, yeah. And the pitch.
You want to be on the great side. There's no better feeling in the world, but then there's no worse feeling in the world because you know
that's a ball.
So magnified.
So the count is full, 3-2. This might be Manea's last hitter.
This relay race to the finish continuing.
Here's a 2-2 by Manea. 3-2, excuse me, and he walked. That's going to be it for Manea, I think.
And another look at Hoskins' second home run of the night. And now the Phillies in search of their first lead of this game. They've got a run-up.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if they can do it. The Phillies have never led in this game.
And he flied to left. Well, this game is turning into a classic. 6-6 in the 5th inning of Game 4.
In the pitch. Fouled off.
Off the first pitch here. Yeah, that's what he was looking for.
Again, when Harper faces left-hander, this is a tough left-hander here. He's really good middle of the zone, but that's where he gets a little bit a hole in the swing is up above the zone, even the top of the strike zone.
Gotcha, an MVP. It's Bryce Harper.
Get it there.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Now, can he get it there again? And that's the key, right? With great hitters, you've got to make over and over really good pitches. Now, Harper won't swing at that one again, but he will swing at one out over the plate because it'll look better to him with 2 strikes. He does cut down the swing a little bit with 2 strikes, but the one out over the plate still has the ability to swing.
And it's scary, isn't it? Because if you miss by an inch or 2 down, it's looking right on a tee.
Well, he can go where Hoskins went as a left-handed hitter off a left-handed pitcher. Really, the times that he'll pull off a lefty is a hanging breaking ball inner half or a ball middle in that just doesn't get to the desired spot.
Harper in an 0-2 hole.
And here's the 0-2. Fouls it off.
Fastball and foul it off to see another.
Now that has to move a little further off the plate. So he has to get it to his glove side, Manaya's glove side, which is away off the plate, just to change that eyesight.
Manaya with an 0-2 count.
Out of their own 2.
In the pitch. Ball.
There's a chance that Harper could be Manaya's last hitter. We've got Garcia loose, and then Nick Castellanos, who's on deck, is 4 for 6 with 2 home runs against Manaya. There goes the runner.
Harper hits it, splits the gap. He hits it in the center. He's going to score from first. He's going to come. He's going to score. The Phillies are up 7-6. Another RBI double by Bryce Harper comes in the clutch, and the Phillies take a 7-6 lead over the Padres here in the 5th.
This pitch, if I'm not mistaken, is right down the middle. Didn't get up.
So Soto puts him up 2.
Look at the low release. Look at the fastball right there, and he doesn't try to pull it.
Reese Hoskins tie it. Bryce Harper gives him the lead while Realmuto scores from first.
Second RBI double of the night for the 2-time MVP. The Phillies have come from down 4-0. The lead 7-6.
And now the Phillies are up.
Miles Taylor loves it. 46,000 strong in the south side of Philly. All loving it with their team 2 wins away from a pennant.
Bryce Harper at first, and we got another pitching change.
The World Cup will be played during the holiday.
As we take over a commercial break, a pitching change is going to happen, but guys, unbelievable game. Padres scored first. Phillies scored 3 in the bottom of the first. They tie game with the goal. No. Unbelievable. Wow. Enough said. Oh, Kermit the Frog's about to perform again. I'm trying to remember if it was a 2 outs. College football, Ohio State going up against Penn State this Saturday.
No home run ball.
Wait, is this one American Dad? No, Bob's Burgers. Funny show.
What an exhilarating ride this has been. Back in 4th game, the Phillies lead for the first time at 7-6 here in the 5th inning. How is this only the 5th inning? We've had enough to.
That's crazy, right? You would have thought.
It's been, again, it just fits the.
Here's Luis Garcia, 3
teams.
innings
I mean,
pitched,
this
no
is a
earned runs
battle.
while walking 3 strikeouts.
Teams are responding.
Luis Garcia, 4th pitcher in the game for the Padres. Harper's at second for Castellanos. Up the middle.
Up the middle, filled it. Oh! Bryce Harper's going to score.
They lead 8-6.
Wow, man.
Well, they say it's not how hard you hit it. Sometimes it's where you hit it. Good aim, Nick. And that you cannot defend.
You can't control that. That's not Cronenworth's fault. They just hit the base.
Put it in play. Another hit. Padres have got burned by some walks. All of them have scored 3 walks. And they always have a saying that walks will haunt you. And they have this thus far here in this game.
So in this NLCS, Phillies up 2-1. They now lead 8-6 after trailing 4-0 in this game. Pitch. Fouled off his foot, strike 1.
Well, Garcia, we didn't get a chance to really ID him because it happened so fast. 98 to 99 mile an hour fastball. He's got a slider and a curveball, and so he has plenty of gas. But he's trying. He is trying everything he can to calm down this crowd and this inning.
This is game 2 all over again, just flipped around. Phillies led 4-0.
All right, Garcia in. Here's a pitch. Fouled off. 99 miles an hour, strike 2.
The difference? We're only halfway through this game. And already 14 runs between the two teams combined. 7 of those runs came in the first. 6 of those runs have come here in the 5th.
Phillies lead 8-6. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Alex Bohm with the hat trick. 3 strikeouts in the game.
It's amazing the sessions sometimes, right? We've talked about Schwarber with Kevin Long. We get a look again, just off the ball goes off the bag. Just look at this, that Cronenworth's got this pretty easy until it hits the bag.
Yeah, you can't blame Cronenworth for that one.
Whistling by there into center field.
And the pitch.
But the throw down to first. Kevin Long was talking about, we were talking to Rob Thompson about Nick Castellanos and what they're trying to
Good
get.
scouting and good awareness by the catcher to put throw to first.
He's got 2 hits tonight. And they happen to be his last 2 at-bats, a double and a single. So
1 through 5, 7 for 12 in this series. 2 homers, 7 ribbies, 7 runs.
The reality is they're just advocates for what they see and how to get the guy back to his mechanical kind of things that make him tick.
2-0.
It's the bottom of the order that had the key hits in last night's game. You saw just a moment ago, it's been the top of the order getting the job done for the Phillies tonight. All 8 runs coming from the first 5 guys in the order. Castellanos at first, 2 gone, and a 2-0 to
And the pitch.
Is golf to center field.
Golfed center field, going back, looking up, but he's got there to make the play for the final out of the inning.
And that brings this 5th inning to a close.
5th inning is a close, but the Phillies get 2 runs on 3 hits. Reese Hoskins ties the game at 6, and Bryce Harper gives him the go-ahead RBI. Excuse me, that put him up 7-6. As we head to the top of the 6th, wow, what a heck of a ball game. All right, let me just check to see if the game is back. Not what I meant to click. I meant to click here. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are tuning in, it was 4-0 Padres at the start of this game. Cut down to 4-3 by the end of one. Phillies end up tying the game at 4. Then Juan Soto hit the 2-run shot to give I'm saying Nationals because he played for the Nationals, but no. He hit a 2-run home run to get his first hit in the postseason and give the Padres a 6-4 lead. With that quick lead was given up just like that. Runs by the bullpen, 4 runs, 3 of them by Manaea. And at this point, it is a 4-1 advantage, but not that big of a deal when people think. The bottom line is the Padres bullpen has blown it.
With everything baseball. A lot to keep up with in this one. 6 runs on 5 hits for the Padres. They led this game 4-0. 8 runs on 8 hits for the Phillies, who have taken an 8-6 lead. And now we see what we figured we were going to, but earlier in the game, and that is Noah Syndergaard.
Wow, Syndergaard. Thor is in the game.
For the Padres here in the 6th.
Strike.
One from Syndergaard, who was the starting pitcher in the bullpen game in the division series. Went 3 innings in that game. Gave up a solo
Noah
shot.
Syndergaard, 4 innings, an earned
he's a
run,
good
a
pitcher.
walk,
The
4
previous,
strikeouts.
Surgically repaired elbow. He pitches in and out more than he just rears back and throws fastballs by people. So he's got more of a pitcher without that velocity.
Here's your one, Ball.
Let's start for him Saturday. John was his first start of the postseason since 2016, back when he was that guy, when he was overpowering everybody with the hardest fastball in the National League. Yeah, and now he'll rely on that.
Cronenworth, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run.
The hitter down and then make it 94, 95 look as fast as it can. Still doing it at the age of 30.
His pitch.
Reinvented himself. Here's a soft bounce here. Segura to get Cronenworth.
Segura gets Cronenworth out for the first time, 1 away.
Down to Ken Rosenthal's got Bryce Harper.
Bryce, just seem like you're totally locked in right now. How would you describe the way you're feeling at the plate?
Yeah, I think it's just all the guys around me, right? I mean, I think everybody's just ready to go each day, no matter what. So we just got to keep going, keep having great at-bats, just see pitches and do the things we can to
Some extra base hits led all the baseball, and he's got 2 doubles tonight.
Like this, what has the experience been like?
It's been incredible. These fans are unbelievable. I mean, you guys see it each in the last couple of nights, and it's just been so much fun. I love this crowd. I love Philadelphia. It's just fun to be able to be part of this team and have this opportunity to play here.
Bryce, thank you. Joe, back to you.
Time flies. Bryce is in his 4th year.
And the pitch to Drury. Strike.
Drury. One of the reasons he signed here was he felt like this is a place where he could come win. And over his first 3 years here, there were 191 and 193. There's a lot of pressure on him to carry him. And he did all he could, winning the MVP last year. But they fell short each of those 3
And the pitch.
years.
Foul ball, strike 2.
Got to where he's always wanted to get to with the Phillies here.
Oops.
Rob Thompson thought with Harper and with the whole team, if they just got in, special things could happen. Yeah, well, he's got more help than he's had, and he has less to overcome. The deficiencies of his ball clubs have been shored up. Not totally, but they've been much better for this ball club to make this kind of run right now.
And the pitch. Ball put in play. Fielded by the pitcher. Syndergaard takes it himself. And unassisted out for the second out of the inning, 2 away.
Today's telecast is sponsored by Progressive Insurance, a grand slam for your budget. And by Papa John's new Papa Pairings. Order more favorites for less. The Phillies now with Syndergaard, who can give them a few innings if they want that. Maybe hard to envision them giving him more than 1 or 2 here, but they've got it set up pretty nicely, still with some good arms down there to try and finish this game. Yeah, they sure do. I mean, the whole goal is in this game was avoid Hader.
Here's High Sun Kim.
Right?
RBI single in the first.
His team's ahead.
Strike.
Didn't look good early. Didn't look good much after the top of the fifth, but they responded. You know, the Padres are trying to.
And it looks like we got a first buffer, right? I said first buffer. Looks like we got another buffer in there.
He's throwing strikes, so I feel like he's
connected. Syndergaard quickly on an 0-2 count here in the top of the sixth. Phillies lead 8-6 over the Padres.
Syndergaard in his postseason career, a 2.40 ERA. Some dominance in New York early on in his career.
And the pitch. Kim hits it, and it's going to dunk in for a base hit. He's safe.
Kyle Schwarber on that less than perfect knee that has been bugging him for the last month or so. Hustled over there to hold Kim to a single. Oh, and cost lead for the Padres.
That's fortunate that they were able to keep him to the wall. That left-handed throw by Kyle Schwarber lets you know he kept it from being even more. That was actually great defense by Kyle Schwarber.
Over the first 2 rounds of the postseason. Now, here's the thing that San Diego knows about Syndergaard. He does not hold runners well at all. And even with 2 outs, it wouldn't surprise me if Kim can get a great jump. It'd be tough. One of the best in the game in Realmuto, even to throw out Kim.
Run on first.
Syndergaard, who, as you said, he gave up a major league high 30 stolen bases
and
this year.
Ball.
Shows one takes a ball. And you can tell he's worked on it a little bit. That was his version of a slide step. You don't see it very often anymore. Because if your pitcher can't handle making great pitches and have a fast time to plate, then you got to make the best pitch you can and deal with whatever comes on the baseball. I saw Kim stole 12 bases in the
and the pitch.
14 tries. Here's
Grisham hits it deep to left center field, going back. Look at him. Oh, Castellanos is there to make the play. And that's going to end the top of the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. All right, headed to the bottom of the 6th. It is a 8-6 Phillies lead over the Padres in the National League Championship Series as we take a commercial break. Whew. Sorry that my eyes are closing a bit, ladies and gentlemen. It's just kind of like the tea is kicking in a little bit. Still going to be able to do the game, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, just to give you a heads up where my eyes and my head is at right now. Citizens for Sanity, eh? There's Francisco Lindor, the man who robbed the Mets of their money. Andy Reid, of course. It's good, isn't it? Just looking at the guy who's eating the Taco Bells from the Taco Bell commercial. And the pitch by Garcia, who gave up that 2-run shot to Reese Hoskins, throws the ball. Segura at the plate.
Game 3, game-winning hit. Second game-winning hit of this postseason. And, of course, his first postseason.
And the pitch. Strike.
After the game said, he's got that clutch gene. And then he thought, he said, wait a minute, clutch gene. I like it. And so this is now clutch gene Segura. Said he's been playing baseball under pressure his whole life.
And the 0-2. Sorry, it's the 1-1. Now it's 1-2.
You're used to every game and every at-bat meaning so much. And he's always loved that kind of pressure. He's got 8 walk-off hits in the regular season in his career. He's got those 2 game-winning hits in the postseason this year. 32-year-old waiting his whole career for chances like this. He's off his 6th with his team ahead by 2.
And the pitch.
2 games to 1.
Fouled off, 1-2.
Sorry, I got a little jumpy on that one.
Hey, I don't blame you. Hide your Starbucks.
Shout out to that postgame show. Says Lucas outplaying John Moran. That's a major understatement.
We never found the ball.
No, we did. Still bothers me. But it keeps us on our toes up here.
It does. If this series goes back to San Diego, we are searching every ceiling tile. We're looking everywhere.
And the pitch.
Takes that one low and away. County Vips 2-2. The pitch not too far off from the location that he had the game when he did last night. Similar location to the breaking ball down our way that he had the game when he hit in St. Louis. And the first game of this postseason march for the Phillies. But that's a ball ability for Gene. He says honed as a kid, hitting plastic bottle caps with broomsticks.
And the pitch. Check swing, did he go? Says no. So the count is full and now 3-2.
It's rare that we've talked about all the things that needed to be done in this game as we look at this check swing, and everyone's done it. Like Machado and Soto needed to do something. Well, they did. Check that off. But the Phillies at home and their offense, check that off. It's just been a pitcher's nightmare for 2 teams that are kind of desperate to either go up 2 or be tied 2-2.
And the 3-2. Swing and a miss. For the first out of the inning, Garcia wins the battle. Segura out on strike.
6th inning tomorrow on Fox. An NFL doubleheader starts with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers taking on the Commanders or other regional action. Then in America's Game of the Week,
Luka is destroying the Grizzlies.
Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs take on the 49ers. Now have Christian McCaffrey on the squad. You can check for the games in your area. Only on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
All right, here's our next hitter, the number 9 hitter. Pitch, strike. Further March 0-2 with a foul to strikeout, 190 average in his career in the postseason.
March having a hard time catching up to the fastball. 5 Ks.
Pitch, ball.
They executed up. He has not stayed off of it, and he has not made the contact.
Not a fun guy to face here when you're trying to break out of a little slump. Luis Garcia, 35-year-old in his 10th year.
All right, here's a pitch by Garcia. That's going to be outside for a ball 2. 2-0.
He's 15 in 5 years. He's had a great season. David Robertson getting ready.
All right, here's the 2-1. Marsh fouls it, 2-2.
We're talking about the Phillies offense, loving hitting here. They've scored 29 runs in the 4 games in this park in the postseason.
They're incredible. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to love hitting at home, and they have, and especially in the postseason. With this ballpark, kind of tailor-made for about 4 of their sluggers. We're taking advantage of it. That guy right there is having a day, along with Harper.
No, Rich Hoskins is going to be the MVP. You'll see.
Doubles for Harper, 2 homers for
Here's the 2-2. Marsh hits it to right. So Juan Soto's there to make a play for the second out of the inning, 2 away. And back to the top of the lineup we go. It is Kyle Schwarber.
Scored twice. Led off the first inning, which became a 3-run inning for the base hit. Led off the 5th inning with a walk. And they scored 4. So
This Kyle Schwarber 1 for 2, single with 2 walks.
They both now have 4 total in the postseason. The rest of the teams combined have 4.
I don't know what you could have predicted in the postseason there'd be that many big crooked numbers. We say crooked numbers are tough to come by. Not for these teams.
And the pitch. Strike.
Spinner for strike. It's just been a wild postseason where the momentum, you can see the momentum going, and then it continues. There's that punctuation of trying to put out that third out, and neither team's really been able to do that in the other team's big innings.
And the pitch. That's a ball.
A ball and 1 strike on Kyle Schwarber. Garcia deals.
And the pitch is going to be ball 2. 2-1 is the count. Here's a 2-1. Oh, center going back, looking up, and let's go. See you later. Another home run. Kyle Schwarber hits a solo home run, and the Phillies now take a 9-6 lead. His 3rd home run of the postseason. Got the Philly fans in a frenzy, and it's 9-6. Phillies over the Padres in a 6.
That sign says it all right there.
So this Philly team, man, they enjoy each other. You can just tell.
He has hit some glorious drives. Adding to the legend of Kyle Schwarber. 9-6 Phillies.
In the pitch. Oh. Almost hit the batter in the head.
You just can't get better timing and feeling for a hitter.
That should be his batting stance when he hits a home run. I hope they put that in MLB The Show.
Third home run of the game for the Phillies.
And the pitch. It's going to be popped up. He got jammed in the infield. Oh, what a slide. Ha-Sung King makes a play.
They've scored 9 of the last 11 runs after they trailed 4-0 a half inning into the game. 9-6 in game 4. And back up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, no runs. Excuse me. 1 run on 1 hit. And that whole solo home run was by Kyle Schwarber. So through 6, headed to the top of the 7th inning, the score is Phillies 9 and the Padres 6. Jay says the Blankies are looking real good. Oh, hell yeah. They got shut out. That's how good they pretty much slept on their blanket. That series is over. It's over. Yeah, we're at the top of the seventh inning. So for the top of the seventh, what is our lineup looking like for this one? Yeah, we know he popped out. Where did the sand come from?
Dead center field. And the last inning to make it 9-6.
All right, the pitch by Syndergaard, strike. They lucky they were rain delays in Cleveland.
Yeah, this is a huge inning for the Padres based on where they are in the lineup. If Nola can get on, of course, the top of the lineup turns around and they got a chance to do some damage and cut into the lead. But what a flip.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Strike one. Strike two.
The Padres again have not dropped back-to-back games all postseason. They fell last night 4-2. It looked like they were going to cruise tonight, like 4-0 after a half inning. Now down 9-6.
And the pitch.
Nola with a deep liner to center.
Nola to center. Brandon Marsh is there to make the play for the first out.
So one away in this seventh. Back to the top for Profar.
So we're in the top of the seventh. One away. Here's Duration Profar 0 for 2. Walker in the fifth and scored a run for the Padres.
Profar's got to find a way on. I mean, he knows who's behind him, and those two guys have delivered tonight. And Syndergaard knows he'd rather face Soto with 2 outs and nobody on.
And the pitch. Ball.
Ball one on Profar. Second inning of work for Noah Syndergaard. Fifth pitcher in this game for the Phillies, who are trying to become just the 4th team in postseason history to win a game where their starter doesn't get out.
Here's the pitch. Strike.
Last time it happened was in the 1981 World Series. Dodgers beat the Yankees in Game 4. A day where their starter didn't get it out. Happened in 1949. Happened in 1917. The Phillies trying to do it here. Yeah, Game 4 of the NLCS in 2022. Billy Fulton.
And the pitch. And slow roller, tap to the left side. Syndergaard fields it, throws it over the first, and he beats it. Safe. Gets himself a 1-out base hit. And Profar's limping a little bit.
Well, anyhow, to get on base now for Soto and Machado. Again, hit it off the end of the bat. Syndergaard did the best he could. Outstanding effort. Pick it up, throw it. Just beat the throw.
It was bang bang, pretty close. Beat it though.
Rob Thompson coming out. He's going to make a change. Trying to do it for Noah Syndergaard.
Syndergaard is gone. Did a solid job.
A good hand for Thor.
Now that you're out of the game, go work on your hammer.
Let's talk about National Tight End Day.
Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco.
So we are right back in commercial break.
Democracy.
And more. Get all your postseason gear. Wear with the champs wear. The official source, MLBshop.com. And enjoy the thrill of the postseason with the MLB app. Get daily lineups, live pitch-by-pitch coverage, and more in our free app with over 150,000 reviews. Download the MLB app today. So David Robertson.
All right, here's David Robertson, former Yankee.
Juan Soto. And Robertson was actually the best guy in the Phillies spent against left-handed hitters this year. That's that curveball. He throws a lot of cutting fastballs, but his curveball is top-to-bottom break. And on the year, 115 average against that pitch.
And the pitch. Strike.
Soto has his first home run in the postseason.
I wish we could use him right now.
Back in the fifth inning, they gave the Padres a 6-4 lead. His sixth postseason home run before turning 24. Second only to Carlos Correa.
And the pitch.
Punch to third.
Beautiful play. But they don't get this out at first. Hell of a play by Alec Baum at third. Jay says Philly dropped Girardi and may find themselves in the World Series. I told them Philly fans just wait. Girardi's managing days should be over.
He hasn't done much offensively, but he's been stellar defensively for the most part, and he makes a great play. I'm telling you, you don't know how hard that play was based on where he was positioned and where he had to make that play and throw to second base. I mean, when he got to his feet, his back was strung to the bat. Yeah. So two gone. Soto's on the fielder's choice. Machado's at the plate.
And the pitch. Machado's up. 2 outs in the seventh. Phillies lead 9-6 over the Padres.
basically, if Philly does their job from this point on, they don't have to face Soto and Machado again.
And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike one.
Here, they're going to need some runners on to get back to the top of the lineup for the ninth inning. So, big inning for San Diego would have been to cut into that lead, 1 or 2 runs at the minimum.
Robertson's 1-1. On the ground
Base hit, through for a base hit past the diving Alex Baum with 2 outs. And the Dodgers have 2 men on, and they get the time run on the ball with 2 men on and 2 outs. Here in the top of the 7th.
Just between the third and shortstop. Now Josh Bell, who's already hit a home run in this series, looking to try and. I mean, wouldn't this be par for the course of this game?
Yeah, it's almost like the game calls for it. You know, it wouldn't be one bit shocking if he did something big here. The exchange blows as this game has gone on really right from the start. 4 in the top of the first, 3 in the bottom of the first, 9-6 in the second.
Here's Josh Bell. Check swing. Did he go? They say no. Umpire says no.
Home run in this series, 2 in the postseason.
Bell is good in the top of the zone, so you don't want to see a cutter in the top of the zone or a curveball in the top of the zone against Bell.
And the pitch. Fouled off.
Good pitch.
Strike one.
David Robertson missed the division series with the calf injury that he suffered during the wild card round, celebrating Bryce Harper's home run in the wild card round, and then they weren't sure what they were going to get from him. He didn't look great in San Diego in Game 2 of this series. Gave up 3 hits in 2/3 of an inning. But in a big spot here, time run at the plate.
And the pitch. Strike.
It's 1-2.
1 and 2.
And now there's a lot that Robertson can do off of that. He can go off that height of that fastball and try to back it up with a curveball if he wants to, see if he can get Bell to chase. Bell doesn't chase a lot out of the zone.
Fans are shaking their towels. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Robertson against Bell. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit. 2 men left back on base. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is still Padres trailing the Phillies 9-6 as we head over to commercial break. Ladies and gents, smash the like, hit that subscribe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who starts off this inning. That's a Nady song.
This game is tied. The Phillies take the lead.
Well, what a wild game this has been. It's like it slammed a bunch of energy drinks in the first inning. Normally you put up tie and lead change graphics in basketball games, but a couple ties, but a lead change. Largest lead was 4-0 Padres.
All right, let's jumble back. 2 ties, 1 lead change. This is Joe Davis. I've never heard of him.
You're going to use, well, when your team comes back, like this home field has been just magical for Philadelphia. The fans have been pretty spoiled, but they have treated the home team to some incredible energy.
29 runs in the 4 home games for Bryce Harper and these Phillies. They are 6 outs away, finding themselves a win away from a trip to the World Series. On for the Padres is Steven Wilson. He's pitched 3 games in this postseason, giving up 1 run. His key component.
Steven Wilson, 2 1/3, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts.
And this one is the 5th pitcher used by Bob Melvin. JT Realmuto chases the first one from Wilson.
Well, no hits for JT, but he's scored 2 runs because he's had a couple walks, and his teammates have put him around the bases in those 2
Here's
walks.
JT Realmuto, 1 for 2, 2 walks, 2 runs.
Harper and Castellanos to follow.
And it's a strike.
It's a strike and it's 0-2. Well, you said it off of the top, John. In a bullpen game like this, whoever gets more outs is going to be at an advantage. Nobody got any outs.
Yeah.
Barely Falter didn't get out of the first inning. Mike Clevenger didn't get a single out. And so both these teams have had to chase their tails in this bullpen game. Already going to be doing that a little bit.
Oh!
So it turns out.
Oh! Dig to left, going back, it's gone! JT Realmuto goes deep. The catcher for the Phillies. Solo shot in the bottom of the 7th, and it's a 10-6. Phillies lead over the Padres.
4 home runs for the Phillies tonight, all coming from the top 3 in the lineup.
Boy, the top 3 came here to play tonight. And 2 strikes. A lot of damage has been done with 2 strikes. And typically, pitchers have not made enough pitches to some good offense. Look, Philly had an offensive advantage coming into this series, and they're flexing some of that advantage right now. In the length of their lineup, the ability to hit for power, much more evident in Philadelphia's lineup than it is in San Diego's. But I'm just telling you, this game has been a roller coaster of swings.
Seriously, it's like it stole a couple from your stash.
And the pitch.
Just started it hasn't stopped.
Bryce Harper fouls it off, strike 1.
Feel like in that first inning, and there's that hanging breaking ball. In that first inning, this crowd was quiet, and right away they got back in it. And they haven't been out of it since. There has been no point, even the 2-run homer that put the San Diego Padres up by 2, right? Very next inning.
And the pitch, fouled off.
Back and it's 0-2. You know, bullpen games always bring a little bit of chaos into the fold. Look at this shot. What a great view for the Fanatic. I mean, that could be like on the media guide cover, that shot. I'm told Kenny's got him after the batter. Now, does Kenny have JT Realmuto, or does he have the Philly Fanatic?
Let's hope he's got the Fanatic. No, he's probably got JT.
I think the Fanatic
10-6 Phillies. Here's the 0-2. Bryce Harper grounds it over to first. First baseman makes a play unassisted. for the first out of the inning.
Thanks, Joe. JT, you guys were down 4-0 in the first. How did you come back?
Just persistent at bats. You know, they did the same thing to us in game 2. We got out to a 4-0 lead. They came back on us, and as soon as we got down 4-0, we got back in the dugout. We just kind of regrouped as a team, and we said, "There's a lot of ball game left. We're going to score runs today." And we just never lost that confidence.
How would you describe the performance of your bullpen?
It's been great so far. You know, they've given up a few more runs than we'd like, but they've thrown the ball well. They've attacked the strike zone. They got really good hitters over there in that lineup, so it's tough to keep them down. But they've thrown the ball well. We got to get 6 more outs here.
JT, thank you very much.
Thanks, Kim.
4 home runs in this game, 10 runs for the Phillies. Nick Castellanos has 2 hits of his own. 10 runs on 10 hits total.
Here's Nick Castellanos and the pitch. Right.
You know, when you sum up the theme of the last couple of games and really this series, it's been 2 out runs,
Double, single, run, and the RBI.
You got to make pitches and you got to get the 3rd out, right? Some of those 2 out rallies were happening with 1st and 2nd, nobody out. And some of the biggest hits came from 0-2, 1-2, 3-2. 2 strikes where the pitcher has the advantage.
And it's going to be popped up, straight up. Catcher is going to take it for our number 2, 2 away.
7th inning. And tonight's telecast is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. And by the way, thanks to
Here's the third baseman, Alec Ball.
Yeah, losing with this big game. Not easy, and they've all been accommodated.
Gives us another window for what they're doing. Great work by Kenny and Tom in those interviews. 10-6 game in the 7th. Alec
In the
Ball had
pitch.
a tough night. He's
Swing and a miss.
3 times. Swings and misses here.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. And the pitch is strike 2.
But the Phillies alone have 42 strike hits, but 2 of those are homers.
After they had 6 2-out hits last night, yeah.
And the pitch.
And as a pitcher, those just killing. Oh, they do. I mean, and again, if that happens, they get magnified. You know, again, to reiterate the obvious, 2 outs, nobody on, you walk the guy or give up a hit, it's a rally. That is not a rally in the regular season. It's not even close. 1st and 2nd's not a rally in the regular season. Fans don't stand up all game.
Here's a 1-2 with 2 outs. Phillies lead 10-6.
Your mind thinks about and you're trying to execute when everyone's watching.
Here's the pitch. Ball.
We've seen a lot of these too. 0-2, 2-2, 3-2. You just battle, and you make it as hard as possible on the other team to execute the simpler things that in the regular season you execute on.
And the pitch. And Ball fouls it off. Still even.
Yeah, so 10 2-strike hits for the Phillies over the last 2 games. Their league average in the postseason with 2 strikes is 139.
Yeah, as it should be. I mean, and hasn't changed their approach when they get to 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. The ball chopped over to the left. Machado fields it, throws it over the first to end the inning. Seventh inning is over. So Realmuto adds insurance to that damage. Solo home run in the bottom of the 7th, headed to the top of the 8th. It is 10-6 in favor of the Phillies. It's a mirror blue, Charles Schwab.
Well, the Phillies have cranked 4 home runs in this game and gone from down 4-0 to ahead.
Ladies and gents, top of the 8th, 10-6 Phillies over the Padres.
This series is Mundo Sosa comes into the game.
Mundo Sosa is coming in a defensive replacement.
There's never been a league championship series game where both teams are led by 4 runs in the game. There have been 2 of them in the first 4 games of this series.
These two teams, tell you what. Please strike out Jake Cronenworth. You have to have something special inside your clubhouse to get to this point from the journey of which they started the postseason, right? You got to have an inner belief. You got to have an inner confidence in guys because both of them did.
Here's the 0-1 by Robertson. That's the ball.
They got here beating teams they weren't in theory supposed to beat because they used resources in the first series to get to the 2 best teams in baseball. So then theory, and time will show that, those 2 teams should have an advantage.
Foul ball.
But what we've seen is these 2 teams have believed in themselves, and why not us, right? Get in the postseason, why not us? They're not playing with the attitude like we got nothing to lose. They're playing with the attitude that we're better than whoever we're playing on that given series.
87-win Phillies, 89-win Padres. Last 2 teams in the field. Phillies took down 2 division champions, including the reigning world champion Braves. Padres took down 2 100-win teams, the Mets and the Dodgers.
In the pitch. Swing and a miss. First out of the inning for the Phillies and David Robertson.
And now a word from DraftKings.
This postseason, bet $5, win 200 in free bets if your team wins. Download the app and get in on the action.
And let's not forget the guy that's on the mound is not really maybe supposed to be here. He had an injury celebrating one of those victories, and he's come back quicker than they thought, and now he's playing a huge role.
Yep. And it's going to be interesting, too, John, to see is Rob Thompson able to stay away from his big 3 here with this 4-run lead. Of course, in the postseason for
and that's going to be a foul ball.
Regular season and how you try to protect it, but Alvarado and Dominguez, both of whom, in a perfect world, he stays away from, given how much they pitched last night. Zach Eflin, love to stay away from him, too. The only other guy down there is Kyle Gibson. Can he get these last 5 outs between Robertson and Gibson and have the big 3 set up behind Zach Wheeler for what at this point looks like could be a chance to clinch a trip to the World Series? 0-2 on Rick with Jury.
My apologies for looking sleepy, you guys.
It's Adrian Moorhorn, the Padres bullpen.
All right, so we got a swing and a miss. That's going to be the second out of the inning. 2 away.
1:30 Eastern on FS1. It'll be Zach Wheeler against Yu Darvish. And then game 4 between the Astros and the Yankees over on TBS. 2 games with teams perhaps looking at a chance to clinch the series. Could be. And if Philly is able to hold on to this game, can you imagine the volume and pitch that the crowd is going to have, knowing that if they win that game tomorrow? I mean, this crowd has been. San Diego is the same way. It's Kim up the middle. Stop on a bounce from short center field.
He's out. He's out.
Some help from Reese Hoskins at the back end. Everybody chipping in for the Phillies.
How about the rookie Bryson Stott on that play? That shortstop.
Jeez.
Ironic. Edelman.
And just like that, no runs, no hits, 1, 2, 3 inning for Robertson as we get to the bottom of the 8th. The score is Padres 10. No, I'm sorry. The Phillies 10 and the Padres 6. Excuse me on that, ladies and gents. So, yeah, Phillies are up 10-6 over the Padres. What a turnaround. They scored 6 unanswered runs after scoring 4 unanswered to tie the game at 4. Now that we have a new show of the Wave, I wonder how these playoffs are going to go. And that's one of the ways that the Wave.
Bryson Stott leads off this 8th inning.
Bryson Stott swings and fouls off for a strike.
Adrian Moorhorn is into the series for the first time.
1 for 3, RBI single in the 4th.
Zach Wheeler up with a chance to pitch him to a
On the mound, here's the pitch by Britton. Foul.
2 strikes.
I'm sorry, that was Mobigen? Morgan. Adrian Mojeron. That's probably what's saying in Spanish. Morgan.
John, in a bullpen game such as this, it can be
Tough on the hitters, like we talked about, because everybody that comes out is a different look for
Here's the pitch. Ball.
The other thing is, you just don't know. Every time that door opens, is the guy going to have it on a given night? And over the first 10 games of the postseason, the Padres bullpen gave up 7 runs. They gave up 7 runs tonight.
There's Eflin warming up in the bullpen, right-handed for the Phillies.
You think just coming into the game and pitching would be one thing, but it's not a formula
And the
for
pitch.
success. It's a formula for necessity, and you're hoping that you can balance that when you're given the situation. I know a lot of people think, well, it's just going to be hard to hit if we throw 7, 8 different pitchers at you. Well, good luck if everybody's doing their thing. That's just not the norm. And so tonight, a little unnormal, a little unpredictable, and we've seen that play out.
Swing and a miss.
Swinging, one gone in the safety. Saw Zach Eflin getting loose. Looks like
As the rookie is out on strikes. I think that's the second time he's striking out this game.
Network America relies on. You know, the Phillies, month into the season, were 14-17. They hit a West Coast road trip. They've been very boomer busts at that point.
All right, here's the pitch. Strike, inside corner.
They go to Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers at that point already established as the favorite in the National League. And they take the first 3 games from the Dodgers. And the offense at that point.
And the pitch. And Segura laces it into right field for a base hit for 1 out.
They scored 29 runs, beating the Dodgers in 3 straight games at Dodger Stadium. And some eyes started to open. I was like, man, oh man, they're probably not going to make the postseason. But if they did, that's scary. That kind of lineup can be scary. A few weeks later, Joe Girardi gets let go with a team 22-29. They win 8 in a row to Rob Thompson. They win 14 of 16 to the Rob Thompson's tenure. That offense continues to be boom or bust, but continues to make you think, if only, what if they got in? And you combine that offense with a big 2 in the rotation. Towards the end of the year, those 2 things with a bullpen that's gel.
Here's the windup in the pitch. Brendan Marsh sent it to center field, but Christian was there to make the play for the first out, 1 away. Second out, 2 away.
2 gone to this 8th inning. 1 more trip up there for Kyle Schwarber.
And now Schwarber.
Home runs in this game, one of his 3 home runs in this series. That included the longest one of his career against Yu Darvish in Game 1. It includes a leadoff shot last night, and then this skyscraper to center field back in the 6th inning.
Really a different guy. Made a mechanical adjustment, put the time in. Looked lost. Now he looks like Kyle Schwarber.
To a postseason home run for Schwarber. And his 7 trips.
And the pitch. Ball.
.212 doesn't tell the story. Nope. He's 0 for 16. Right, at one point? Yeah.
0 for 16 over the last 6 games, an on-base percentage of almost 600 to go along with the power. And it's the same idea during the regular season. His average is right around there, but he led the National League.
Pitch, strike.
Had a passable on-base percentage because he was still getting aboard with a bunch of walks. He also struck out more than anybody in the National League. But all in all, a successful first year in Philadelphia for Schwarber. Solidifying that, coming to life here in the postseason after that slow start.
Something. Let's go, Phillies. It goes on.
Schwarber scored 3 times tonight. All 10 runs for the Phillies have come from the top 5 in their lineup. On this 2-1
Here's Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber hits it, but foul. And a lot of ground. Machado makes the play. What a heck of a catch. To end the inning. No runs. A hit. 1 man left on base. Hell of a catch by Manny Machado. So through 8. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, through 8, Phillies up by the score of 10-6. Last chance for the Padres here in the top of the 9th. Damn, that commercial break still takes this long to even come back. Like, it's crazy. Let's see if we get the top of the 9th. Still doesn't do much. Do the Padres have it in them to try to extend their season before they go down 3-1? We'll see if they're able to capitalize and get some runs on the board to try to see if they can try to tie this game.
So it'll be Zach Eflin for the 9th inning.
Phillies 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Padres 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. And we got a strike to Grisham.
Unfortunately, now he's 0 for his last 15.
Trent 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts on the flyout. And the pitch. Strike 2.
Not veering per usual. Late game substitution in left field for Kyle Shorter.
And the pitch. Ball.
This is going to be revved up tomorrow. The unthinkable. The Phillies on the verge of the World Series. This Phillies team this year.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled off.
And now a quick word from Corona. Strike 2 was the largest payroll in franchise history. Phillies went over the luxury tax limit. And several of those big ticket players have shown up in this series. All those moves they've made really starting to pay off.
All right, 2-2. Here it is. And popped up. Flied up in the left field.
The owner, John Middleton, famously said a couple years ago, I want my bleeping trophy back. And he's continued to put his money where his mouth is, go out and get big ticket players. And they had their stars.
Then Dave Dombrowski comes, and Dombrowski's rounded out the edges of the roster. He's added depth. There's some very under-the-radar pickups at the deadline that have supplemented this roster, played key roles in this postseason. So he inherited some of the big stars.
Here's the wind-up and the pitch. Strike.
And has a chance.
Especially in these moments.
Oh, wow. Just like that, he made 2 outs. Padres down to their last at bat.
Gave up that 2-out, 3-run homer, but it didn't look like it bothered them. They won by 1.
This game, in a lot of ways, John, kind of a snapshot of the Phillies season. There was no way the Phillies came out on top at the end of the year. But here they are.
And the pitch.
No way the Phillies won this game after giving up 4 runs at the top of the first inning. A bullpen game lined up for them. And yet here they are. 10-6 on the verge of a 3-1 series advantage. 1-0 to Jerks.
And the pitch. Strike.
You know what grows more than the regular season is when you lose a lot of those games late. It sucks the life out of your club. Your offense can't keep overcoming those deficiencies. They shored those up. They started to win some of those games. Their offense didn't have to score as much because of the starting pitching. And now in the postseason, bullpen's been pretty good. Starters have been great. Offense can't be much better at home.
So if you throw tonight aside, and you can't do that statistically officially, but the starting rotation, even with Nola giving up the 6 runs a game,
And the pitch. And running to the shift. Here it is for the out, and it is over. Segura gives it to Hoskins, and the Phillies win 10-6 over the Padres. And now the Padres find themselves in a glaring hole that is very difficult to come back from. 3-1. Phillies is the largest comeback in franchise postseason history. 1980 World Series and the 2010 Division Series. Trailed 4-0 in the first inning, so it's the 3rd time in their team history they did it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Padres finished with 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Phillies, 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Pitching was definitely horrible from both starters. The bullpen for the Padres really couldn't hold it as much as the Phillies bullpen did. The Phillies bullpen only allowed 2 runs after.
To me, that was the game for the San Diego Padres.
After the Padres.
That turned that quick when the Phillies scored 3 runs in the bottom.
Defaulter gives up those 4 runs and then 6 relievers combined to give up just 2, and that's without using their top 2 guys in Alvarado and Dominguez.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that was one heck of a game. Have a wonderful night. We'll be back tomorrow for Seahawks and Chargers. Definitely appreciate you guys. For my baseball fans, like, share, subscribe. To all my regular fans, like, share, subscribe. Shout out to Philly fans and Padres fans. It's been a pleasure calling the game and listening to the audio. It was an exciting game.
We've got plenty more coverage coming from Philadelphia. Taking a break on the other side, Matt Vasgersian of the game.
Rhys Hoskins basically is the MVP of this game. 2 2-run shots in this game that caused a tie. Bryce Harper cut the game within 1 with his double, and then his second double gave the Phillies the lead. And just added some extra insurance after that. So they did their thing. Phillies are now up 3-1. Padres have to win tomorrow. Their season's over. Philly wins. They move on to the World Series. Well, shout out to San Diego for getting this far. Shout out to the Phillies for getting this far and about to go even further. Let's see what Game 5 holds. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, Phillies win 10-6 over the Padres. From the Louis Sports Network saying, bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. Like, share, subscribe. Tomorrow, Seahawks versus Chargers, NFL football. And y'all know the deal. I am gone. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
so many times, and I just wish they would just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. I mean, he was, Michael Jordan, I'm Kobe Bryant. I mean, we're two different players, and I wish people would just let it go. It really annoys me because, you can't compare